Oh my god, hi. I just put lotion on my hands, so they're all greasy and gross. But it's okay. Hi. Um, I was thinking that today we could do like a, I don't know, like a soft spoken type thing instead of whispering like I normally do. Um, but if you hate it, feel free to tell me and I can switch back. um, so today I'm very excited because I have a new book to read to you guys. So it's a pretty large book. It's a collection of fairy tales by Hans Christian Andersen. I'm sure you guys are familiar. He's the author of some very, pretty much like the most famous fairy tales. So we have a little collection of them here, and I just wanted to read a few, or maybe more than a few. I do also have, you know, regular ASMR stuff too, so if you guys want to redeem anything, feel free. I won't be offended. Let's see. I haven't like looked into the book at all. What story should we start with? Let me open it up. Okay. Yes, the piss tuber has returned. Good to see you, Brendo. Good to see you. Oh, damn, listen to that crunchy spine. Damn! Okay. Okay. Let's see. Okay. It's a pretty... You do not wish your spine sounded like that. It would... I don't think that'd be a good thing. Yeah, Ma. What do you request? What do you think? What do you want? Also, good to see you. It's kind of been a minute. You've been gone for so long. What's your request? Okay. Oh, damn. Oh my god, there's a lot of fairy tales in here. Damn, hang on. It's been a minute? Yeah. I'm sorry life has been so busy for you. I definitely get that. Around the holiday season, it can always be kind of chaotic. I'm sorry. Oh my god. I'm flipping through the table of contents, like the list of stories, and it's like 4 pages. I'm sorry, Mal. Tragically, I don't think I can do that. I can give you my best impression, though, of dragging a fork down a cookie sheet. There you go. You're welcome. Only because you're so special. Okay, you know, a lot of these I haven't heard of. 2 cinder blocks rubbing against each other. I don't have, like, what kind of, maybe, like, I'm trying to look for something to help, but I don't have anything that could, okay, hang on. What about this? How's this? That's as good as it's gonna get. No, I don't have 2 cinder blocks on standby. I'm very sorry. It's like I'm really on a construction site. Yeah. You've been working on your impression of it? I would love to hear that, personally. Can I hear your impression of a bag full of coins? Can you do that? So I'm looking at the list. I'm not a guy with a voice changer. I'm actually a cinder block with a voice changer. That'd be crazy. I recognize the Princess and the Pea. I recognize Thumbelina. Let's see. I recognize... damn. There's a lot here. There's a lot I don't recognize at all. I recognize the Ugly Duckling, of course. Cinderblock Tuber. The very last story? Is that what you're asking, Fox? The last one is... Why would you ask that? The last one is called The Child in the Grave. I'm not even kidding. That's actually the last one. The Child in the Grave. Very, very comforting. That one's about me. Should we start with that one? That comfy, cozy story? I mean, let's have a look at it. Let's have a look at it. Page 437. I've never heard of it either. To be fair, I don't think Walt Disney is exactly eager to make an adaptation of that one. Oh wait, that's not the last one. We can do that one first, but it looks like the actual last one, I found another page of contents, is called Urbanus. Okay, so we'll do The Child in the Grave first, and then we'll do the actual last one. This book is like 700 pages. And then they all died happily ever after. It's just like me, for real. Okay. 437. Okay. Looks like this one is only a few pages. Alright. You're gonna have to forgive me if I pronounce anything wrong. Normally I'd like do some research in advance, you know, read the whole thing, make sure I know how to pronounce everything, but I didn't have time for that, so. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Here it is. Oh wow, it's already off to a great start. There was sorrow in the house, there was sorrow in every heart, for the youngest child, a 4-year-old boy, the joy and future hope of his parents, was dead. They had 2 older daughters, the eldest of whom was to be confirmed that year. Sweet, good girls they both were, but the child one had lost its... But the child one had lost... I'm sorry, I'm nervous. But the child one has lost is always the most precious, and this was not only the youngest, but the only son. It was indeed a heavy affliction. The sisters... The sisters grieved as the young grieve, awed by the sorrow of their parents. The father's head bowed in grief. Most of all, the mother suffered. This is so cheerful. Night and day, she had cared for the sick child, nursed it, carried it with her, guarded it constantly until it was a part of herself. Do I sound slightly different? Maybe I'm getting sick, I don't know. I'm talking quietly, so that is probably making my voice sound different. Like, if I talk at a more normal volume, I'd probably sound more normal. But when I talk quietly, like, my voice just sounds different, so that's probably that. Guarded it constantly until it was a part of herself. She could not conceive that he was dead, that he should be laid in a coffin and rest in a dark grave. Mol, okay, thank you. I'll I'll be sure to listen, thank you. God would never take her child from her, she thought. When it happened, however, and was a certainty, she cried aloud in her agony. God had known nothing of this. He has heartless servants here upon earth. They do as they like, and pay no heed to the prayers of a mother. In her grief she turned from God, and then came dark thoughts, thoughts of death, everlasting death, that human beings became earth in the earth, and that was all over. Her words were bitter, for her heart was black with despair. There were hours when she could not even find solace of tears. She had no thought for her young daughters. She never looked up at her husband when his tears fell on her hot forehead. Her thoughts were all with her dead child. Her mind could recall only cherished memories of him, his winning ways, his innocent, childish prattle. Probably don't have road signs either. I have have a metal thing. There you go. There's a road sign. It's a stop sign. No, it's a school speed limit sign. There you go. There's your road sign. You could do some slight rewrites and turn it into a bitch and emo song. Yeah, I think Her Heart Was Black with Despair would go so hard. Sample it and make it a Midwest emo song. As somebody from the Midwest, I never really got the whole Midwest emo thing, but that's probably because I don't listen to emo music, like, ever. Sorry. You have way too many road signs are fun to say. Okay. Let's not admit to crimes in this stream. That was a different stream. Okay. The day of his funeral came. For several nights she had not closed her eyes, but early in the morning of this day, overcome at last by weariness, she fell asleep. And during her sleep, the coffin was carried into a distant room, and there the lid was nailed down so that she would not hear the sound of the hammering. Oh yeah, Merry Crimbus. It was the more sad, introspective kind, not the death, I wanna die kind. I mean, I believe you. I wouldn't know, but I believe you. When she awoke, she demanded to see her child, but her husband replied through his tears, "We have closed the coffin. It had to be done." "When God deals cruelly with me," she cried, "why should people treat me better?" And then she was overcome with bitter tears. You have a whole train crossing sign. Stop. You cannot be for real. You can't be serious. You can't be serious. The coffin was carried to the grave. The inconsolable mother sat with her young daughters, but she looked at them without seeing them, for her thoughts had nothing more to do with her home. She resigned herself to sorrow, and it tossed her to and fro as the sea tosses the rudderless ship. Thus passed the day of the funeral, and several days followed, all dark with the same heavy monotone of sorrow. Her family watched her with moist eyes and sorrowful glances. She did not heed their words of comfort. What comfort could they offer when they themselves were grieving? It's hanging in your barn. Why do you have a barn? What kind of... Don't tell me you live on a farm. It seemed to her as though she would never sleep again, yet sleep could be her best friend. It could strengthen her body and bring rest to her embittered soul. They persuaded her to lie down, and she would lie in her bed as quietly as though she were actually sleeping. Who doesn't have a barn in Central America? Oh, well, my parents' house in Central America doesn't have a barn, but it's like in the city, it's not out in the country. So that's why it doesn't have a barn. One night, her husband listened to her steady breathing and really thought that at last she had found repose. With folded hands he thanked God and soon fell into a sound, deep sleep, so he was not aware so he was not aware that his wife rose, dressed herself, and went quietly out of the house to seek the spot where her thoughts were night and day, the grave that hid her child. She walked through the garden and into the field beyond, where a footpath led to the churchyard. Nobody saw her, and she saw no one. It was a beautiful starry night in early September. The air was mild. She entered the churchyard, and when she reached the little grave, it was like one huge bouquet of fragrant flowers. She sat there and bowed her head over the grave, as if she could see through the thick covering of earth the dear child whose smile she so well remembered, that adoring look in the sweet eyes as she bent over his sick bed and lifted the tiny hand he had no strength to raise. And as she sat beside his bed, now she sat beside his grave, but here her tears flowed freely and fell upon the grave. "You wish to go down to your child," said a voice close to her, a voice so clear, so profound, it resounded in her heart. She looked up, and there, standing beside her, was a figure shrouded in a heavy black mourning cloth. Over the head spread a hood, yet she could see the face beneath it, and that stern face inspired trust. Those grave eyes sparkled with the light of youth. Central U.S., bruh. Fucking Americans, dude. Yeah, Central America. As if that's not literally a subcontinent. Yeah, Barry summoning her. "Down to my child," she repeated in a sad, pleading tone, like a despairing prayer. "Do you dare to follow me?" asked the figure. "I am Death." And she bowed her head in silent assent. Suddenly, each of the millions of stars above shone with the brightness of the full moon. She beheld the richly colored splendor of the flowers on the grave, while the earth covering it yielded gently and softly like a waving cloth. She sank, and the black mantle of death was spread over her, and all was darkness. She sank deeper than the spade of the grave digger can reach, until the churchyard lay like a roof above her head. The black folds of the mantle fell aside, and she was standing in a mighty hall that was as friendly as it was big. There was a twilight all around. Before her appeared her child, and in the same moment she held him close to her heart. He smiled at her, and looked more beautiful than ever before. She uttered a cry which, however, was inaudible, for then the hall was filled with music, now swelling high and triumphant, now dying away into tones faint but clear. Such blessed sounds had never before reached her ears. They seemed to come from beyond the heavy black curtain that divided the hall from the great land of eternity. "My sweet mother, my own mother," she heard her child say. It was the familiar, beloved voice, and kiss followed kiss in boundless happiness. "Hi, Darkus. Good to see ya. Good to see ya. How you doing? Well, you probably won't stay, so I hope you have a good night." Then the child pointed to the black curtain. "Look, Mother, there's nothing as beautiful as this on earth. Do you see, Mother? Do you see them all? This is happiness." Yeah, have a good night, Darkus. But the mother could see nothing where the child had pointed, nothing but the blackness of night. She gazed with earthly eyes, and could not see, as could the child whom God had called to himself. So it was with the music. She could hear the sound, the tones, but not the words in which she was to believe. "I can fly now, Mother," said the child. fly with all the other happy children straight into God's paradise. Oh, I love that, but when you cry as you are crying now, it calls me back, and I can no longer fly, and I want so much to. Will you not let me? You will join me here in only a little time, dearest mother. Oh, stay, stay, she begged. Only for a moment longer. Let me look at you once more, kiss you again, hold you fast in my arms. And she kissed him, holding him tightly. Suddenly she heard her name called from far overhead, called in a sad, imploring tone. What could it mean? Don't you hear? Said the child. It is Father calling you. And a few seconds later she heard deep sighs, which sounded as if they came from weeping children. They're my sisters, said the child. Oh, mother, surely you have not forgotten them. And now she remembered the beloved ones she had left in her home, and a great fear swept over her. She looked around her and saw the different forms that were continually gliding past, to disappear behind the black curtain. She imagined she recognized some of them. Could her husband or her little girls be among them? No, their cries, their sighs, had come from far above her. She had nearly forgotten them for the dead. Mother, said the child, the bells of paradise are ringing. The sun is rising. Then an overpowering light streamed out onto her, and the child was gone, and she herself was carried upward. Then all was cold around her, and when she lifted her head, she found herself lying on the child's grave in a churchyard. But in her dream, the Lord had become a rest for her foot, a light for her understanding. She sank to her knees and prayed, O my Lord, forgive me that I wish to keep an immortal spirit from its flight into eternity, and could forget my duties toward the living ones you have given me here. And with that prayer, it seemed as if her heart had at last found relief. The sun came out, a little bird sang above her, and the church bells began to ring for the morning service. Light was all about her, light was once more in her heart. She felt the goodness of God and remembered her duties as, longing, she hurried to her home. There she bent over her husband, and her warm, tender kiss awakened him, and they could speak together of their loss. Now she was strong and calm, as a wife should be, and from her lips came words of trust and confidence. God's will is always best. Oh my God. Where did you suddenly gain this strength? Her husband asked her. This comfort. Then she kissed him and kissed her daughters. It came to me from God by the grave of my child. Wow. That's so deep. What kind of fucked poem is this? Bro has buried 5 kids by now. Well, listen. We kind of knew what we were getting into. Okay, it's literally called The Child in the Grave. But, yeah, I mean, there you go. I guess the lesson being, don't try to prevent your child from ascending to heaven. Okay, that's not the right way to... Stop it. Anti-necromancer. Guys, please. Please. What do you think Hans Christian Andersen would have thought of, like, anime girls? You think he'd be on board? Okay. The actual last story is called Urbanus, which was written actually in 1949, which is much more recent, because the one we just read was written in 1859. So this one is 90 years later. Page 757. Damn. Okay, let's see. He's a Farron Stan. I've never seen that anime, but I haven't seen most animes, so there you go. I know who Farron is, though. Isn't she like the white-haired elf lady? Explains why they all died. I wouldn't want to live that either. Twitter is. Yeah, I guess I have seen plenty of fan art of that character. Anyway, let me find this story. Okay. It's... Oh my god, please. Okay. Nope. Here it is. Okay. You know, normally books have like extra pages after the actual book ends, like acknowledgements and stuff like that, but it seems like this one doesn't have that at all. Okay. Sorry, eyebrow itchy. So, this one's a lot shorter. It's like half the length. Okay. Okay, first of all, I don't know what a cloister is, but I guess we're gonna find out. In a cloister, there lived a young man named Urbanus, who was... Cloister? No, with an I, not a Y. Where monks live. Ah, okay. Shut the fuck up, Brendo. Oh my god, okay. In a cloister, there lived a young man named Urbanus, who was pious and studious. Pious? Pious? I'm gonna say pious. And studious. He was entrusted with the keys to the cloister's book collection and faithfully guarded this treasure. He wrote many beautiful books and frequently studied the Holy Scriptures and other works. Then, one day Urbanus, who had been reading the writings of Apostle Paul, found in the Bible, "For 1,000 years in thy sight are but as yesterday, when it is past, and as a watch in the night." This impressed the young man as being quite impossible. He could not believe it, and he was tormented by doubt and ponderous thoughts. It so happened that one morning the monk walked down from the gloomy library and out into the beautiful sunlit cloister garden, and found a little gaily colored wood bird sitting on the ground looking for a few grains of corn. That's certainly a take. Presently it flew up onto a branch, where it sang most strangely and wonderfully. The little bird was not at all shy, and it permitted the monk to come very close. He would have liked to catch it, but the bird flew off from tree to tree. The monk followed it, and it sang continuously with a clear and lovely voice. But the young monk could not catch it, although he pursued it for a considerable distance, from the cloister garden into the wood. He finally gave up and returned to the cloister, but what he saw looked strangely changed to him. Everything had become extended, larger and more beautiful, both the buildings and the garden, and instead of the low, little old cloister church, stood a mighty cathedral with 3 towers. The monk thought this strange and almost magical, and when he reached the cloister gate and hesitantly pulled the bell cord, he was met by a gatekeeper who was a complete stranger to him, and who astoundedly drew away from him. As the monk walked through the cloister cemetery, he noticed many, many tombstones that he did not remember having seen before, and when he approached the cloister brethren, they all drew away from him, horrified. Only the abbot, but not the abbot he had known, another younger one, completely unknown to him, stood still, pointing the crucifix toward him. He said, "In the name of the crucified, who are you, unsaintly soul who is risen from the grave, and what are you searching for among us the living?" At that the monk shuddered, and with downcast eyes he staggered like a senile old man. And look, he had a long silver-white beard that reached down below his belt, where the bunch of keys to the locked bookcases still hung. With shy reverence, the monks led the curious-looking stranger to the abbot's seat. There, The abbot gave the library key to a young monk, who opened the library door and brought forth a handwritten chronicle, in which one could read that a monk named Urbanus had completely vanished some 300 years previously. No one knew if he had escaped or had met with an accident. "Oh, Woodbird, was it your song?" said the stranger with a sigh. "I followed you and listened to your song for less than 3 minutes, and in the meantime 3 centuries went by. You have sung for me the song about eternity, the eternity I could not understand. But I understand and worship you, O Lord, in the dust. I am but a grain of dust," he said, bowing his head, and his body vanished into dust. What another very cheerful story to end the book on. Same. Yeah, are you a pile of dust? I mean, it doesn't seem too bad, you know. It'd be comfortable, I guess, just being like a little speck of dust floating around, getting vacuumed up. Let me see. Imagine what a flex that would be. Who would you be flexing about turns into dust? Traumatize all the other monks just to flex. Oh my god, wait. I saw like the name Claus in here, and I was like, oh my god, is it a story about Santa? No, it's a story called Little Claus and Big Claus. I think they're just 2 dudes named Claus. Very disappointing. Okay. I think there's a story here called She Was Good for Nothing. She's just like me for real. Okay. Should we read? Stop. Yeah, my favorite fairy tale, girl failure. You don't have the points for words of degradation and sniffers. The oh no mall. Oh no. Truly, this is the hardest choice one could make. I'm very sorry. Sniffers of degradation. Yeah, am I gonna like sniff you judgmentally? Like, ew. There's a picture of someone, I think it's Hans Christian Andersen. There's a picture of him. He's a very dapper gentleman. Brendo, please. What kind of VTuber would he be? Well, I'll describe him to you. So, in this picture, he's got curly hair that's kind of slicked to the sides. Kind of got a receding hairline, but you know, we don't judge. He's kind of old. I think he looks like probably 50-ish here. He has no eyebrows. He doesn't have any eyebrows. He's got a nose on him. He's definitely got a nose. He's got big ears, and he's wearing like a suit jacket with, I think that's a bow tie. I think he would be like a daddy boyfriend experience VTuber themed to a librarian, I think that would go hard. I don't know who that is. Is that a VTuber? Or is that like the species he would be? Oh, there's like a history of him. The species. Let's see. He looks like... Well, I could see an owl. I could see an owl. I think that'd go hard. This book actually has like... the introduction is just the history of Hans Christian Andersen and his writing and stuff. How did he die? Liver cancer. Well, words of affirmation, but it's all High Danish. I wish I could speak German. When I was in high school, there were only 2 language classes offered, Spanish and German, and I already speak Spanish because I'm Hispanic, but I took Spanish anyway, like for the easy A, and I wish I'd taken German because, I don't know, it seems cool. It's not a very practical or useful language, but I don't know, it'd be cool. You did French, oof, rip, R.I.P. Sorry about that, buddy. It's somehow even more useless. No, I mean, in terms of, like, practicality, then I'd say Spanish is probably the most practical language for people in the US to learn, unless you happen to live somewhere where there's, like, a heavy concentration of a certain other nationality, but generally speaking, I feel like Spanish is probably the most useful. Then again, high school Spanish doesn't really teach you anything. Your friend is a Spanish professor, so she teaches you things? Yeah. I know, Spanish classes do suck. They really do. I got very lucky in that my high school Spanish teacher she was actually like the best teacher I ever had. She was amazing. She was great at teaching Spanish. Like, kids actually legitimately learned Spanish from her. I mean, I already spoke Spanish, and she taught me things that I didn't even know. Like, she improved my native Spanish. She was awesome. And that's why I wish I'd taken German, because I feel like I actually would have learned a lot of German from her. And I'm actually, like, kind of good at learning languages for some reason. I don't know, maybe someday would you guys be down to do like a co-working stream where I try to learn German or Russian? I'd love to learn Russian. Or this is kind of a cheat code, but right now I can say I'm bilingual, but if I ever want to say that I'm trilingual, I could just learn Italian, because Italian is so similar to Spanish. Whenever I watch a show or a video in Italian, it genuinely sounds like they're speaking Spanish with a funny accent, and I can understand more than half of what they say, just because it's so similar to Spanish. So I feel like it'd be pretty easy for me to learn, and then, you know, I can say like, ooh, I speak 3 languages. What's really cool is the million different pronunciations across Mexico and South Central America and into Spain and its subregions. Yeah, that's something my Spanish teacher acknowledged. She taught like Spain Spanish because that's where she learned Spanish, but there were a lot of native speakers in the class, and she always told us like, yeah, it's fine that you guys pronounce things differently and have different words for things, like that's fine. And she let us use our pronunciation stuff, which I very much appreciated, because a lot of Spanish teachers will try to force you to only speak Spain Spanish, even though that's, you know, the worst kind of Spanish. You've taken 3.5 years of Spanish classes and dated Hispanics for way too many years and no clue what you're doing. Well, here, let's It's okay. We can teach you some Spanish right here, right now. We can teach you some. So you forgot the actual locations, but you mentioned being abroad, and me llamo wasn't like me llamo, and it was more like me llamo. Yeah, that's the thing about the double L's. You know, everyone says like, oh, it's just a Y, like you say it like a Y, you know, like yeah. And that's true, but you're 100% correct that in some places they pronounce it with a very soft J. So instead of me llamo, it's more like me llamo. It just depends on, God, it depends on so many things. It depends on like what country you're from, but even within the same country, people pronounce things differently depending on the region and like the social class and stuff. That's not even to get into how Spanish has like different accents that you use when you're trying to be more or less formal. So it gets complicated pretty quickly if you want to get deep into pronunciation stuff. But the good thing is that generally speaking, pronunciation in terms of like reading and spelling is very simple. It's not like English where every letter makes a different sound depending on a million things. Spanish is very simple. It's literally like, okay, here are the 5 vowels, and they will only ever make the same sound. You know, like there's no, oh, fucking, you know, lingerie is spelled like lingerie, but it's pronounced lingerie. There's none of that. So in that sense, it is easier to learn how to spell and stuff. Like, it's super rad. Like, yeah, that's one word for it. It is pretty cool. You know, I have this problem that a lot of, let me put lotion on, that a lot of native speakers have if they are like, you know, kids who grew up with Hispanic parents, but they grew up in the US, you know, like first generation kids with Hispanic parents. The thing about a lot of us is that typically we learn only spoken Spanish, you know, like in conversation. We don't really, like, we learn how to read in Spanish, but we don't read very often, especially as you get older. So I don't read in Spanish nearly as well as I read in English. But Spanish is so straightforward with spelling and all of that, that even though I haven't really practiced reading in Spanish too much, anyone in general, you can pretty much sound out any word, even if you haven't seen it before. Whereas in English, you can obviously make guesses for pronunciation, but chances are, if you haven't seen the word before, you're probably going to say it wrong the first time, because there's just so many ways to pronounce the same letters. Yeah, I mean, that's why, like, I find Spanish tongue twisters and stuff to be a little easier, because, like, you know, the word is like 20 letters long, but even if you haven't seen it before, you can just sound it out. And not like English, where they're like, oh, sound it out, but you can't really sound it out. Like, actually, you can sound it out. Exactly. Like LaCroix being pronounced LaCroix and not, it should be said like LaCroix. Like, you can fucking shit pisses me off. Don't even get me started. It's just so silly, the fucking arbitrary ass pronunciation rules. And I know, like, obviously English borrows some words from French or whatever, But even that's not consistent, because there's words we borrow from French that we say in a French way, but there's words we borrow from French that we say in an English way. Like, it's not consistent, and it annoys the hell out of me. I mean, Spanish also steals. Thank you for the follow, Igao. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for joining in on our conversation about languages. I mean, Spanish does steal words too. Like, how do you spell sang? I think, like, I'm trying to think of how you spell sandwich in Spanish, because in Spanish, sandwich is literally just sandwich. Like, it's literally just sandwich. It's the same word, but just with an accent. And I'm pretty sure it's spelled like fucking like that or something. Like, it's very similar to English. Yeah, it is very much like Japanese in the sense that we take the English word and then just say it with an accent, and that's the word. It's it's kind of funny. Something else that's funny is, do you guys know what calzones are? You know, like pizza calzones? They're those dough wrapped pockets of like cheese and pepperoni and stuff. Yeah, calzones. So the thing about that word, calzones, it's a very nice word in English. In Spanish, we pronounce that calzones, and it is not a food. In Spanish, that's the word for underwear. That's the word for underwear. It's unrelated. Like, it's completely unrelated. But the funny thing is, like, my parents told me that when Pizza Hut first came to their country, they didn't change the name of that menu item. They literally still call them calzones, even though in Spanish it's underwear. So everyone was just fucking ordering underwear when they went to Pizza Hut. That's so silly. But I mean, I guess that's languages, right? I want to read more, but I don't know what I should read. Sorry, I'm like tapping on the book. Something else I'd like to read are like, you know, fairy tales from the Brothers Grimm. I think those go hard. There's the apocryphal story that the Chevy Nova sold poorly in Mexico because they read as Nova. Which is pretty funny. Oh, God. I don't know if that's true or not, but I really want it to be, because that's really funny. Yeah, they are. Well, to be fair, I mean, sorry, I have a sponge because I feel like fidgeting. The Brothers Grimm fairy tales are definitely very dark, but I think a lot of people have this misconception that those fairy tales are like really dark even for the time, which is not true at all, because I mean, like, I don't know, stories and folklore from a long time ago, like, those have always been super dark regardless of the author. Obviously there's more lighthearted ones, but you can't pretend like 90% of folklore isn't you better behave, otherwise Mr. fucking I sniffs your butt is gonna come kill you at night. Like, that's most folklore anyway, including fairy tales and stuff. So, like, yes, the Grimm stories are definitely very dark, But we literally just read a fairy tale that was about a mom whose child dies and she's so stricken by grief that she wants to die. So it's like, you know, it was kind of the norm. The ancients saw it coming. You can see they tried to warn them in the tales that they told their children, but they fell out of their heads in the morning. So true. Actually, I really wish I knew more, like, Latin American folklore, because it's pretty interesting stuff, but I just never really learned about it growing up. It's funny, you know, in English, the, like, ambiguous, scary monster guy is called the boogeyman. In Spanish, we call him El Chicuco. El Chicuco. That's his name. Chicuco. So that's the boogeyman. At least that's the equivalent I know. Yeah, La Llorona goes hard. They've made like 1 million movies of La Llorona, Baba Yaga. I mean, that's another good one. Man, folklore and stuff from other countries is just so interesting in general, including Baba Yaga, including La Llorona, because it's like the most horrifying shit you'll ever hear in your life. And it's just stuff that parents are telling their kids so that they'll be less annoying. Hi Buka, good to see you. How you doing? Is everything okay? You're a fan of the cadejo? What's the cadejo? I haven't heard of that one. She is awesome. There's a lot of like La Llorona horror movies, but I will tell you right now, the scariest movie adaptation of La Llorona that I've ever seen was like an animated kids movie, but it was just so horrifying somehow. Even though it was for kids, it was scarier than any of the horror movies for adults. It's a giant black dog with red eyes, hooves, chains. Damn, bro sounds like me. You're describing me. I literally... And it attacks people wandering at night. In some versions, there's a white one. Hi, Barry. Good to see you. Thank you for the lurk. I hope you rest well. There's a white one with blue eyes that protects travelers. Oh. You guys think there's like a version of me that wears white and has blue eyes, and instead of being a piss tuber, they're like a wholesome say-so VTuber? That'd be crazy. You're doing well. You're for moral support. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate the moral support. You got me all excited earlier, like with showing me your bag, because now I want to start collecting pins again, but it's so expensive. I really shouldn't. Water tuber. Stop. All they do is drink water. How dare you? I drink water. I literally, like... No, I drank water earlier today, because I refilled my water bottle, and I always drink water when I do this. Shut up, Brendo. My kidneys work for now. I'm actually kind of concerned about it, because, like, okay, I don't know if this is just me, because I've tried Googling it before, and whenever I Google it, the answer is always like, you need to go to the doctor, because that's not normal. But I'm pretty sure it is normal. So please tell me if this happens to you guys too. But when I haven't peed in a while, like 12 plus hours, which happens sometimes, you know, I go like 12 hours without peeing, it like my lower back starts hurting a lot, like around where my kidneys are. It gets really sore, but after I pee, then like the pain goes away pretty quickly. Like, I feel like that's normal. It makes sense to me. you know, like obviously if you don't pee for a long time, it'd make your back hurt. Thank you for the follow, Soul Dragon. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry that you have to witness that, but hi. It's good to see you. How you doing? Sounds like they're expanded and pushing up against my other okay, well that's scary. Don't say that. That sounds scary. You've been lurking for a few seconds and already the piss duper's back. Listen. Shut up. Okay? I don't talk about piss all the time. Is it combined with the urge to pee, or do I feel normal and just decide to? See, that's the thing. I'm sorry, Soul Dragon. I'm so sorry. Listen, we're not always like this. I promise. We talk about normal things sometimes. So, Fox, after I've gone 12 hours without peeing, the thing is, I don't even feel like I have to pee anymore. Basically, the only indication I have that I need to pee is my back hurting. Like, I don't feel the urge to pee. My back just hurts. And that's the only reason I remember to pee, is because I'm like, oh, my back hurts, you know, I better go pee. Otherwise, I just not pee for like 24 hours. Which I don't recommend. Please don't do that. I don't know. I mean, I think it's fine, because they don't hurt any other time. So I'm not really concerned about it. But I think I just need to be careful and make more of an effort to pee more than like once or twice a day, because probably shouldn't let that continue. Hang on. I'm gonna snooze the ads for you guys because we're having such a captivating discussion. You're welcome. Did anyone take their meds today? I took my meds. See, you can tell because I took my meds because my heart is really fast. Actually, it's pretty slow right now, for me anyway. But yes, I did take them. For once. What's the color? It's not like orange or like brown. No, I know what you mean. It's like, it is admittedly very dehydrated color, but it's not brown, okay? It's not brown. It's just, it's very dehydrated, but it's not brown. So we're not in the danger zone yet, technically. I'm really trying. How was everyone's Christmas? What'd you get? Christmas was good. Hang on, let me get my... Okay. Christmas was good. I got something very useful, actually. So, my car is very old. Like, very old. Hi, Scourge. I'm sorry you joined during piss time, but it's still good to see ya. Welcome back. So for Christmas, I got well, my car is 12 years old, so I can't pull up GPS or anything. So it's hard to go places, because if I want to go somewhere new, I have to look up the route on Google Maps and then literally just memorize all of the turns, which is not easy. Because I just can't pull up GPS on my car's screen because it's from 2014. But for Christmas, I got a little like arm with a suction cup that I can put on my dashboard, and I can use it to hold my phone, so I can actually fucking have Google Maps pulled up and, you know, go places. So that'll be nice. How was your Christmas, Soul Dragon? What'd you get? Barry got slightly more dust built up in your apartment. Barry, no. No. Barry, don't worry. I'll turn into dust, and I'll come into your apartment and be even more dust buildup just for you. You're welcome. I'm glad you had a good Christmas, Fox. usually put directions on over Bluetooth and toss it in the cup holder. I would do that, but my cup holders are very far back, so I wouldn't be able to see the screen, like the directions at all, because my cup holders are so far back. So that's the issue there. You got Gundam kits? Nice. Nice, dude. I'm glad your Christmas was alright. Gundam is cool as hell. I don't know much about it, but fun fact, basically the first VTuber I ever watched, their name is Squishy. They're super into Gundam, and they were like my first exposure to Gundam stuff. I'd only very vaguely heard about it, like I barely knew what it was. Honestly, that's still kind of the case, but Gundam is cool from what I've seen. It's pretty cool. You made cookies. What kind of cookies did you make? Oh god. I'm getting hungry again. Oh my god. Why do you guys always do this to me? I can't have one stream where I'm not super hungry and want to make cookies. You recommend it? It's worth a watch? Okay. God, there's so many shows I need to watch. How long have I had emotes? I added them. After last stream, I added emotes for you guys. We have plenty of follower emotes. So we have thank you for the follow, the watching man. 69, very nice. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. But yeah, we have all those, and we have our first sub emote, which is this one. So yeah, I added them after last stream. It was supposed to be a surprise for after I came back from vacation, but it ended up, you know, I ended up streaming anyway. Where's the Gary emote? Gary is trademarked. Guys, I can't just make him an emote. What's a PP command? What does that do? I would love to know. Hi, Andy. Good to see ya. Good to see ya. Oh, why did I say hi, Andy? That's me. Wait. Hi, feed. I'm sorry. I'm tired. Good to see you. Oh, it tells you your PP size? Well, there you go. That's why we don't have that command. Because, if you guys want to know, you can just look down, you know? I don't think we need a chat command for that. Just unzip and look down. It's not hard. It's good to see you, though. How you doing? Phrasing. God, some people. It's not difficult, okay? My bad. I'm so sorry. I forgot that I can't say anything around you guys. I'm glad you're chilling. My holidays are going pretty well. Gonna be traveling really soon, across the country, which will be fun, but I am looking forward to it. How are you doing? How's your holidays going? You been okay? Check in with a doctor if it's been more than 4 hours. Okay. It randomly gives you a size. Guys, do not clip and ship it, Barry, please. Going east, west, north, south. West. Going west. Yes. West and north. Northwest. Yes. I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be really fun. If you want a random number, you guys can literally just say, hey, Andy, give me a random number between 1 and 9, and I'll give you a random number. Alaska trip confirmed. I don't know if I'd want to go to Alaska, because I get cold very easily, so I don't know if I'd want to go somewhere that's, like, actually cold. Okay. Let me see. Okay, so far, you went to visit your parents for Christmas, and you're going to a fancy restaurant. planned for New Year? Ooh, okay. I see you. I see you. I'm glad you got to visit your parents, and fancy restaurants are always nice. I see your ear blown. Let me start a timer. 1 second. Okay. Got the timer going. There we go. Okay. You'd like to visit Japan one day? Me too, but they're increasingly not very tourist friendly, unfortunately, which is understandable. Mate? You mean like yerba? Or yerba mate, whatever it's called? Is that it? Yeah, that's what it's called. Okay. I've never had it before. It looks very good. You're from Argentina, that's your thing. Hey, you guys got more going on. You got like cool accents. I would love to try yerba mate, but the thing is, I hate tea. I hate any kind of tea or like herbally type drink, so I don't think I'd like it. Asado. Everywhere has asado and dulce de leche. My dad is obsessed with dulce de leche, bro. Like, he eats it by the spoonful, literally. Share the straw, but don't chew it. That's why before you go, you're learning everything on how to behave normally instead of being a dumb dork. I mean, dragon, yeah, that's probably a good idea. Especially when the culture is so different. Brendo, we're so far past it, Brendo. We're not talking about piss anymore, I'm sorry. It is normal. It's very normal. You compared dulce de leche with azuki bean paste from Japan, and azuki was sweeter? Oh my god. Dulce de leche is like pure sugar. How even? Damn. Respect is a big thing over there, and you've got to, yeah, they definitely have. I guess America technically has like a culture of politeness, but over there it's like another level. $12 is not that long. I've gone like a day before. Southern hospitality is different. I feel like Southern people can either be the nicest people you've ever met, or like they will hate crime you on sight. You know, it can go either way, depending on how you look. Tipping is considered rude. Interesting. I want to guess how long your trip to Japan was. How long? Was it like, I'm gonna guess, 17 days. That's my guess. How long was it? The plane trip. Was it like 21 hours? Damn! 36 hours on a plane. Bro, I'd jump out. I would jump out. Holy shit. Damn. Thank you, Fox, for confirming. Drink water. And I know, it's good to help you survive. I know. I used to go 8 hours. I started drinking water and realized how much better I feel and how often you piss when you're drinking. I know. I mean, there's times when I've done better and I drink more often. And, you know, then I'll go pee like 3 times in a day, which is crazy for me. And I do feel better. You know, I get less headaches and stuff. So I am trying to make an effort. I don't need a Stanley Cup. Two planes, 12 hours wait in Mexico. Oof. Yeah, ouch. That'd be so... 3. Argentina, Chile, Mexico, Japan. Damn. Yeah, I can barely stand like a 3-hour flight. I don't think I could do multiple days of travel. You're from Germany, so it'll be less probably? Yeah. But it's a long flight regardless, yeah. Hey, how are the trains in Germany? Like, how's your train system? I've heard mixed things, to say the least. I'm gonna be real with you. I know that they're always late, but I just like hearing you guys complain about it. I don't know, I just find it like really entertaining. Because I do hear that they suck and like they're super late all the time. I don't know, I think it's interesting when you guys talk about it, that's all. Because like, we don't really have trains where I live. We have like freight trains, but those are for like shipping purposes. We don't have people trains. They're not super common in the United States. Deutsche Bahn is terrible regardless. Yeah, I have heard that. Microphone is so, I don't know, like, some people find microphones with ears kind of off-putting, like uncanny, which is understandable, but I don't know, the little ears, I just find them so cute for some reason. Like, it's not a 3DO, it is, it's an SR3D, which is a similar microphone. I don't know, I just find the ears super cute, like, He's just a little guy. Like, I just want to give him a little kiss, you know? Like, he's so cute. I don't know. He's just a little guy. I don't know why I find it so cute. I don't want to bite the ears off. I'm not Mike Tyson. I'm like whoever the guy is that punched Jake Paul. That's literally me, guys. Okay? The only mean Japanese guy you came across was a dumbass at a claw machine that got mad at you watching him play a huge bag of prizes and kept getting some getting mad at you. That seemed like some kind of scalper. Well, there you go. Give him some googly bedroom eyes. I should give him little googly eyes. Guys, what should we name my microphone? We have to give him a name. Don't say Gary. I'm not naming him Gary. What should we name the microphone? It's like, well, you can Google what SR3Ds look like, but it's basically like a white, square, rectangular prism with white ears on the side. Sam? Okay. We're not naming him Gary, god damn it. We'll go with Sam, Mike Tyson. Akuma. I did not see the tiny SR3D. I did not. Oh, a small cube. Yeah, I did see that one. He's just a little guy. Danny boy. Okay, I'll have to write this down somewhere. But sure. We can name him Sam, Mike, Akuma, Tyson, Danny, Cornelius. That's his name. Little Sammy. He's just so cute. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm just, hang on. I'm gonna give him a hug. Hang on. He's so cute. I don't know. He's just a little guy. I'm a big fan. Okay. He's just so cute. I don't know, like him. He's so cute. Trains are magical entities here. Rarely see them unless they're sitting in a train yard. I mean, speak for yourself, because I never see trains, but at random hours, I'll just hear, you know, like the horn. I'll just hear in the distance, and it's so fun. I can't kiss you guys. I'm sorry. You guys aren't Sam. If I kiss you, then Sam is gonna get jealous. I'm sorry. The cube. Yeah, it's like it's the little cube one with the, yeah, I kind of want to get that one just because it's so cute, but I can't because it's really expensive. I mean, the SR3Ds are very expensive in general, especially the XLR models. This one is an XLR model. I have no idea how much this microphone costs normally because I got it. They have like B stock microphones, which are like microphones, you know, just B stock that they had discounted significantly. And I got the B stock when it was on sale too. So I got this microphone like very heavily discounted. And that is the only reason I could afford it. Because I think normally they're like $500 or like more. Uppies? Sure, I'll give you uppies. Here, let me give you uppies. There you go. There's your uppies. There's your uppies. Here, come here. There's your uppies. I would throw you and catch you, but the mic was still pretty expensive, even with the discounts. There you go. There's your uppies. You want to say hi to, you can say hi to my light, my little light. Say hi to my light. Say hi. There he is. Here, I'll tap on him for you. That's my light. Into the ceiling fan. So you guys can get turned into like ground beef. Fox used to live 50 feet from tracks growing up. That'd be rough. Imagine trying to sleep at night and like your whole house is shaking. Jeez. Some reading. Okay. We can do better reading. We can do better reading. We can do better reading. That scene from Scary Movie. I've never seen Scary Movie, which is weird because I've seen a lot of horror movies, but never Scary Movie. You honestly get numb to it. I think made you a heavier sleeper. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. I think this room has a ceiling fan. I think it does. But it's not accessible because I'm in a big blanket booth. There's like a blanket over my desk, so I don't think I could reach the ceiling fan even if I wanted to. This economy. Favorite horror movie? Oh god, that's so hard. I'll read in a second, Soul. I pinky promise. I'm just thinking, my favorite horror movie, I think it might be... God, that's difficult. I love Alien, the first Alien movie. I love it so much. It's like one of my favorite movies, period. But, hi Darkest, 5k halfway there. Okay. That's fair, Darkest. That's fair. I'll say hi. Hang on. Everyone say hi to Darkest. Hi. Because he can't hear me. The Thing. That's another one. I love The Thing. I love Alien. I love The Thing. Oh, a more recent one that I really loved was Hereditary. If you guys have seen that one. Hereditary is amazing, dude. I love it. Yes! Oh god, don't get me started on horror movies, please. One of the original 2007 Transformer movies count as horror action. I mean, the Bayformer movies they're a little terrifying sometimes. Like, they literally decapitate Transformers and, like, dismember them limb from limb. But it's fine, because they're, like, made of metal, I guess. It's crazy what they let them get away with. Okay, let's find a story to read. Let's find a story. And Midsommar. Oh, God. Stop. I'm gonna go on a tangent. And I have to read. Okay. Let me find you a good story so we can read. I'm sorry, Scourge. It's not because I like to make you guys sad. It's because, I don't want the VIP to, like, lose its value, because if everyone is a VIP, then no one is. Okay, let's find a good story. Okay. For Scourge. I'm sorry. Okay. Which story should we read? Do you guys want to read do you want to read The Goblin and the Grocer? Do you want to read The Last Pearl? Or do you want to read The Money Pig? Which one? Dragon, you pick. Guys. How many points for 16 ounces of water? I can't drink 16 ounces of water at once. The most liquid I can consume in one sitting is like 6 ounces. Read 50 Shades, but backwards. Shades 50. There you go. You're welcome. Guys, I'm sorry. Okay. Got any manga to read? Do I? I don't think I do. I don't own manga, I don't think. I have, like, books, but I don't think I have manga. I think the only manga... Well, it's not manga. The only graphic novel I have is Mouse. Is that what it's called? The, like, World War II cat mouse book. Yes, Mouse. Yes, that's, like, the only graphic novel I own. If not, then Goblin. Okay. I can read Goblin. I might be dying if I can only drink 6 ounces in one sitting. It's because season 1 is almost... Oh yeah, I forgot about One Piece. Scourge, I'm literally not capable of drinking that much at once. Like, you know how they have the, like, little 8-ounce cans of soda? I struggle to finish one of those, even. I went to a restaurant the other day, and I actually finished my drink. And I was like, oh my god, I actually finished my drink for once. Wow. And then I look at the label of the soda, and it was like 6.5 ounces. So I think that's like my limit, unfortunately. Okay, $2.99. Let's flip there. Just go IV fluids. I promise I'm trying to drink more water. It's a combination of things. I never really have that strong of an urge to drink water. Like, I don't really get the thirsty feeling very much. I am very forgetful, so I forget to drink water. On top of that, I get distracted easily, so even when I am thirsty, I get distracted by something else and I forget to drink water. And I have like I don't know how to say this in a way that you guys won't make weird. I have like a small esophagus, so I have to take like smaller bites because I can't swallow as much without it hurting. Yeah, it's not like a medical condition, it's not that severe, but I definitely have a smaller than usual esophagus, so I just can't even like take as big of sips as a normal person, so I just drink slower in general, so that also slows me down, unfortunately. What do I do with pills? God, yeah, pills, they have to be pretty small, and I can't drink them with just water. I have to eat food with them. Sometimes, like, I literally have to wrap food around the pill like I'm a dog just to be able to swallow them, otherwise they won't go down my throat. Dude, I've literally had to wrap pills in cheese before because otherwise they go down. It is unfortunate. What of pasta? Pasta is fine because, you know, when you chew pasta, it becomes like a mush in your mouth, so it's fine. When it comes to swallowing noodles and stuff, I have to be careful because, you know, it's easy to like choke on noodles that are like halfway down your throat. I think that's happened to everyone at least once. You had to be on 800 milligrams ibuprofen. Oh my god, dude. I got my wisdom teeth out a few months ago, and yeah, I was on that like 1,000 milligram ibuprofen, and you're right, those pills are gigantic. I literally had to break them into like 4 pieces just to be able to swallow them. It was awful. You're right, Dragon. I'm flipping there. I'm looking. Okay. Here it is. Alright. So, okay. Let me move this. Alright. So, I'll get to that in a minute, Scourge. Let's give Dragon a story. So, this one is called The Goblin and the Grocer. It's written in 1852. There was a student who lived in the garret and didn't own anything. There was also a grocer who kept shop on the ground floor and owned the whole house. The household goblin stuck to the grocer because every Christmas Eve it was the grocer who could afford him a bowl of porridge with a big pat of butter in it. So the goblin stayed in the grocery shop, and that was very educational. One evening the student came in by the back door to buy some candles and cheese. He had no one to send, and that's why he came himself. He got what he came for, paid for it, and the grocer and his wife nodded, "Good evening." There was a woman who could do more than just nod, for she had an unusual gift of speech. The student nodded too, but while he was reading something on the piece of paper which was wrapped around his cheese, he suddenly stopped. It was a page torn out of an old book that ought never to have been put to this purpose. An old book full of poetry. "There's more of it," the grocer told him. "I gave an old woman a few coffee beans for it. If you'll give me 8 pennies, you shall have the rest." "If you please," said the student, "let me have the book instead of the cheese. There's no harm in my having plain bread and butter for supper, but it would be sinful to tear the book to pieces. You're a fine man, a practical man, but you know no more about poetry than that tub does." Wow, rude. Now this was a rude way to talk, especially to the tub. The grocer laughed and the student laughed. After all, it was said only as a joke, but the goblin was angry that anyone should dare say such a thing to a grocer, a man who owned the whole house, a man who sold the best butter. That night, when the shop was shut and everyone in bed except the student, the goblin borrowed the long tongue of the grocer's wife. who had no use for it while she slept. And any object on which he laid this tongue became as glib a chatterbox as the grocer's wife herself. Only one object could use the tongue at a time, and that was a blessing, for otherwise they would all have spoken at once. First, the goblin laid the tongue on the tub in which old newspapers were kept. "Is it really true?" asked the goblin, "that you don't know anything about poetry?" "Of course, I know all about poetry," said the tub. "It's the stuff they stick at the end of a newspaper column when they've got nothing better to print, and which is sometimes cut out. I dare say I've got more poetry in me than the student has, and I'm only a small tub compared to the grocer. Hi, Brendo, good to see you." Then the goblin put the tongue on the coffee mill. How it did chatter away. He put it on the butter cask and on the cash box. He put it on everything around the shop, until it was back upon the tub again. To the same question everyone gave the same answer as the tub, and the opinion of the majority must be respected. "Oh, won't I light into that student," said the goblin, as he tiptoed up the back stairs to the garret where the student lived. A candle still burned there, and by peeping through the keyhole, the goblin could see that the student was reading the tattered old book he had brought upstairs with him. But how bright the room was! From the book a clear shaft of light rose, expanding into a stem and a tremendous tree, which spread its branching rays above the student. Each leaf on the tree was evergreen, and every flower was the face of a fair lady, some with dark and sparkling eyes, some with eyes of the clearest blue. God damn it, Scourge. Every fruit on the tree shone like a star, and the room was filled with song. Never before had the little goblin imagined such splendor. Never before had he seen or heard anything like it. He stood there on tiptoe, peeping and peering till the light went out. But even after the student blew out his lamp and went to bed, the little fellow stayed to listen outside the door. For the song went on, soft but still more splendid, a beautiful cradle song lulling the student to sleep. "No place can compare with this," the goblin exclaimed. "I never expected it. I've a good notion to come and live with a student." But he stopped to think, and he reasoned, and he waited, and he sighed. "The student has no porridge to give me." So he tiptoed away back to the shop, in high time, too. The tub had almost worn out the tongue of the grocer's wife. All that was right side up in the tub had been said, and it was just turning over to say all the rest that was in it when the goblin got back and returned the tongue to its rightful owner. But forever afterward, the whole shop, from the cash box right down to the kindling wood, took all their ideas from the tub. Their respect for it was so great, and their confidence so complete, that whenever the grocer read the art and theatrical reviews in the evening paper, they all thought the opinions came out of the tub. But the little goblin was no longer content to sit listening to all the knowledge and wisdom down there. No! As soon as the light shone again in the garret, he felt as if a great anchor rope drew him up there to peep through the keyhole, and he felt the great feeling that we feel when watching the ever-rolling ocean as a storm passes over it. And he started to cry, for no reason that he knew, but these were tears that left him strong and glad. How glorious it would be to sit with the student under the tree of light. He couldn't do that. He was content with the keyhole. There he stood on the cold landing, with the wintry blasts blowing full upon him from the trapdoor to the roof. It was cold, so cold, but the little fellow didn't feel it until the light went out and the song gave way to the whistle of the wind. Ugh! He shivered and shook as he crept down to his own corner, where it was warm and snug. And when Christmas came round, when he saw that bowl of porridge and the big pat of butter in it, why, then it was the grocer whose goblin he was. But one midnight the goblin was awakened by a hullabaloo of banging on the shutters. People outside knocked their hardest on the windows, and the watchman blasted away on his horn, for there was a house on fire. The whole street was red in the light of it. Was it the grocer's house? Was it the next house? Where? Everybody was terrified. The grocer's wife was so panicky that she took off her gold earrings and put them in her pocket to save them. The grocer ran to get his stocks and bonds, and the servant for the silk mantilla she had scrimped so hard to buy. Everyone wanted to rescue what he treasured most, and so did the little goblin. With a leap and a bound, he was upstairs and into the garret. The student stood calmly at his window, watching the fire, which was in the neighbor's house. The goblin snatched the wonderful book from the table, tucked it in his red cap, and held it high in both hands. The treasure of the house was saved. Off to the roof he ran. Up to the top of the chimney he jumped. There he sat, in the light of the burning house across the street, clutching with both hands the cap which held his treasure. Now he knew for certain to which master his heart belonged, but when they put the fire out, and he had time to think about it, he wasn't so sure. I'll simply have to divide myself between them, he decided. I can't give up the grocer because of my porridge. And this was all quite human. Off to the grocer all of us go for our porridge. And that's all she wrote. Master has given Dobby a cloak. Dobby is free. Oh, my ribs hurt. Subby goblin seeking daddy grocer Tom for porridge play. What is wrong with you? Good lord. That's fucked up. Don't ever say that shit again. What are you... Who up goblin their grocer? Oh my god. Oh, no, Barry left. I'm sorry. Bye, Barry. You can't hear me anymore, but bye, Barry. What the hell have you guys been talking about? Goblin, a little freak? Good lord. You guys are weird. Oh, please, sir, may I have thy porridge? Please. Ooh, I have a comb. Ah! Did I... Oh, okay. It's okay. Oh, okay. I don't think I... Okay. I thought I dropped something. My bad. I have a comb. I don't think I have actually used the comb on stream before. Gasp like you got stabbed. Listen, I don't even know why I was so scared. Like, I dropped one of those mimikaki sticks, you know, the little, like, fluffy ear cleaning sticks. So it's not like it would have broken if I dropped it. I just, like, I don't know, it surprised me. You guys know I get scared easily, okay? You'd pay top dollar if you had a mimikaki place for reals here? Yeah. Me combing my ear hairs. True. Here, wait. I don't have anything hairy to comb. I guess I can comb like this. I'm combing, one of the little, like, squishy ball things. Let's play knifey spoony. What is knifey spoony? Can you, what, you wanna tell the class? Oh wait, I can just comb my own hair. What am I doing? Sorry, I forgot I have hair. I forgot I'm not bald. Let me get, hang on. Okay. There you go, hair. Okay. don't know if we want to know. I want to know. It's been so long since I've combed my hair, because my hair is like, it's very long, it's like down to my butt, so it would be kind of impractical to comb my hair, like it'd take forever. So it's been a long time since I've actually done this. It's an Australian game where you have to use something as a knife or a spoon. Oh my god. That sounds like, I don't want to say what I'm thinking of. That sounds interesting. How do you find out if it's a knife or a spoon? Do you just kind of like hit the nearest person with it and it sounds like it's making sparks, does it? I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, static. Do you actually just hit somebody with it and that's how you find out if it's a knife or a spoon? Because I was joking. Okay. I don't know what Australians get up to, okay? I'd believe it. Stab them with, if they bleed, it's probably a knife. I mean, spoons, if you try hard enough, anything can. Probably. That's true. That's true. Can I comb my Mr. Frog? What did we name the frog? I feel like we named the frog something. I'll have to watch the VOD. We definitely named the frog. Frogbird, yes! Mr. Frogbird. I'll comb him next. He doesn't have much hair, but that's okay. Do I have tweezers? I do have tweezers. You sharpen your spoons nightly as is proper. Okay, Scourge. Well, now we all know that you're in prison. Making a shift. Everything in Australia wants to kill you. Spiders, snakes, etc. all venomous. Yeah. Yeah. Kangaroos. Kangaroos are scary, dude. Kangaroos are fucking scary. The drop bears. What's a drop bear? Watching Indie with my soulmate. Please. Hang on. Okay. Frogbird's got a lot of interesting textures on him. Oh, I don't like that sound. This. Oof, I don't know. I don't like it. We're gonna not comb right there. Guys, no dropping soap jokes in my chat, please. Thoughts on The Mist? Like the movie? Continues to comb there. Shut up, I'm coming somewhere else now. I haven't actually... I don't think I've seen it, actually. I know how it ends, because there's so many memes about it. But I don't think I've actually seen the movie. I think maybe I read the book at some point, because I kind of went through a Stephen King phase when I was younger. But... comb your mustache and goatee. Do you have a soul patch? Do you have a soul patch? into Lovecraft or Lovecraft universe. I've actually never read Lovecraft before. It's something I've always wanted to do, because I do enjoy that type of literature, but I've just never gotten around to it. The prison one, okay. The movie's probably the best representation of cosmic horror. Oh, that makes sense, because like the monsters are sort of like obscured, right? Like you don't see them directly very much, do you? Guys, Frogbird is purring. He's so happy. Thoughts on Attack on Titan? Please don't ask for my thoughts on any of the popular anime, because you're not gonna like my opinion. I'm just not a very anime person. There's only a few, mainly one anime I've ever watched that I really enjoyed, and it's not Attack on Titan. I'm sorry. You do have a soul patch, actually? Damn. Okay. It's almost connected to the goatee. Okay. You know, when I was growing up, my dad had a goatee, and I always thought he looked kind of like Robert Downey Jr. in Iron Man. Wait, because I was a kid, so like, kid brain. If I vibe with audiobooks, you found super old recordings of Lovecraft stories on YouTube. Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, go ahead and give me the link, because I'm gonna be traveling, so probably gonna need stuff to listen to. Name them? You guys, I promise you don't want my anime hot takes. I'm just gonna make people very angry. Okay, thanks, Fox. The anime I do like, I love that anime, god. The anime I do like is Mob Psycho 100. I love that show. It's like one of my top shows, period. Not just anime, shows in general. Mob Psycho 100. It is so good, dude. It's amazing. It's animated by the same studio that animated season 1 of One Piece. And, okay, let me bring you in close so I can tell you a secret. Okay, I'm gonna tell you a secret. I watched a few episodes of One Punch Man season 1, and honestly, I think that the animation in Mob Psycho is even better. I'm not saying the One Punch Man season 1 animation was bad, because it was definitely not bad, but Mob Psycho animation goes fucking crazy, dude. Like, oh god. It's to the point where Mob Psycho was one of the first anime that I actually sat down to watch more than a few episodes of. And honestly, it kind of ruined anime for me, because now when I watch any other anime, I expect it to be like, I expect it to be as good as Mob Psycho, and that's never the case, so then I'm let down. Yeah, same author, yeah. The story is definitely similar, because it's the same author. It's the same, like, you know, the protagonist is, like, super powerful, and if they really want to, they could, like, instantly defeat the villain with, like, 1% of their power or whatever. But the story's interesting because it's not about how powerful he is. It's not really about that. The whole point of the story is that, you know, he has these amazing powers, and he's super powerful. But the thing that really matters is, like, his emotional development, you know, like, who he is as a person, him learning to feel things. I don't know, I just love it. I think it's great. I could talk for hours about it. You don't keep up with seasonals, but you did enjoy Jujutsu Kaisen. That's another one that I've been meaning to get around to. I've been wanting to watch that one for a while, but it just never happened. Isn't that the one with, like, the pink-haired anime boys, if I'm not mistaken. Isn't there like two of them, the pink-haired guys? I don't know the names of the characters. I've just kind of seen memes of them and stuff. At least one. Okay. Your favorite anime of all time is Sword Art Online. How come? Why is that? I've only heard some things about Sword Art Online, but I've never watched it. I just kind of know what it's about. Frogbird's so cute. He just like, he has little paws, well I guess little feet. He got little peats, and he's just a little Frogbird. He's just a little guy. Like, he's so adorable. I don't know why I'm in such a like cute little guy mood right now. I don't know. You grew up on Bleach. I have heard of Bleach. I've heard that it's got a really good story. Bleach. That's your favorite drink too, okay. Evangelion though? I've heard of that one for sure. I don't know what it's about really, but I've heard of it. It's a good watch and difficult to explain. I'll consider. I mean, the premise of Sword Art Online is definitely interesting. It's just the execution that's always the issue, isn't it? Like, so many anime have such interesting concepts, like the most interesting concept you've ever heard, and then you watch the show and it's kind of dog shit. That's been my experience with a lot of the big anime. But, you know, that's life. Nirvana album. I think I've heard like 2 Nirvana songs, and one of them is Smells Like Teen Spirit. I don't listen to Nirvana. Hi, Warble. Oh my gosh, it's been so long. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Gotta be in the mood for it, yeah. I mean, I like grunge, like 90s grunge a lot, but I have to be in the right mood for it. What do I listen to? I listen to... Thank you, Puka. I hope you have a good time. Thank you. I listen to a playlist which is like a mishmash of various songs that my friends have recommended to me. That's what I listen to. Thank you for the follower, Evoker Music. That is a sick name. Okay. Thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. Thank you. But in terms of like music that I listen to on my own, okay, there is only one band that I have like actually, like, I like the band and I listen to multiple albums from them. Only one band ever, and that band is Big Black. I don't think you guys have heard of it. It's like, it was definitely a popular band, but now it's kind of obscure. It's like a noise rock punk type band. I love their stuff, dude. It's like some of my favorite music ever. The holidays have been busy. Oh, I'm sorry, Vorpal. I mean, it can be good busy, but still, busy's tough. I'm sorry it's been busy. I hope you've been okay, though. How was your Christmas and stuff? You've been on At the Drive-In and Mars Volta Kick. Interesting. Oh god, I have to like not... There's so much music recommendations and stuff that I really want to listen to. I have a list that's like 1 million songs long, and I have to stop adding to it, because I... you know... Linkin Park is your favorite band. I don't think I've heard any Linkin Park songs aside from like What I've Done. Is that what that song is called? You know, the one that's like What I've Done? You know the one I'm talking about. Yeah. And no, I do not listen to Cocomelon. I know, Brendo, that I'm younger than you, okay? But I'm not that young. I'm not 5 years old. Christmas was good. Had all your nephews over. Oh, nice. Chaos but fun. Yeah, that's typically the deal with nibblings. I do that with movies. Yeah, me too. Man, like there's so many movies I want to watch too. Oh god, guys. thinking, like, there's so many movies I want to watch. And that made me think of, like, all the horror movies I haven't seen. And that made me think of Alien. And that made me think of what is apparently a hot take. I didn't realize this was a hot take. I thought it was common sense. But I hate the newest Alien movie. The one with, like, the android guy and the girl. I hate it so much. It's the worst movie ever. Hi, Soul Dragon. Oh, where do I have to? Okay, I got you. Thank you for stopping me from giving my hot take. Not Covenant, the one after that. Romulus. Yeah, I hate that one. I hate it. So, Dragon, don't worry, I won't steal. So, I hope that you're doing okay. It's been really nice getting to talk to you this stream. I think this is your first stream, right? I haven't seen you around before. Anyway, I hope that you're doing okay. I know this time of year, I'm gonna be real with you, I know this time of year can be very hard for people. I know that it's hard for me, especially. You know, just like the season and all of that. Holidays are just tough. And I hope that you're doing okay. And I hope you know that even if things are kind of rough right now, you know, just due to everything that's going on, it being winter time and everything, it'll all be okay, you know. Like I said, this time of year can be hard, but it won't be too long before it's spring, you know, and the sun will come out and you can get some vitamin D again. So it's okay. Even if things aren't exactly okay right now, they will be okay. And I say this a lot, but it's very tempting to worry about things and just overthink. I know I do it a lot, but you kind of have to keep in mind that worrying about things doesn't really help. You know, all it does is make you feel worse. So if you can, try to just relax, you know, take a breath, and just remember that it gets better, is what I'd say. Okay, Warple, have a good GTA. So, if you can, just try to breathe, literally and figuratively. Good night, Darkus. Go eat. Something I've found that helps me kind of calm down is slow breathing, which sounds cheesy, but it honestly kind of works. So if you ever feel yourself kind of getting worked up, I really do suggest just trying to slow down your breathing, you know, like 5 seconds in, 5 seconds out. And I think that helps a lot. So, shut up, Brendo. Anyways, again, I really hope that you're doing okay. Things are kind of chaotic for everybody, but I hope that you're doing okay. I hope that you're able to relax and just know that you're enough. What you're doing is enough. Even if it feels like you're not good enough, or, you know, it's just not good enough, that's not true. You don't have to be perfect all the time. That's not normal. It's not reasonable. You don't expect other people to be perfect all the time. So try not to expect that from yourself either. All you have to do is try. And you don't have to try all the time either. Just do your best when you can, because that's all you really can do. I hope that you're okay, and I hope that you feel okay, but if you don't, just take a second and relax, because you're doing fine. You're not failing at life or whatever, you know, and there's no reason to be hard on yourself, even if it's tempting. So just be kind to yourself the same way that you'd be kind to other people, you know? Just relax and remember that you're a human person who's worthy of love and empathy from other people and from yourself. Thanks. You're the best demon girl. Thank you. I appreciate it. I do try. But seriously, you know, I hope you're okay. And if you're not okay, I hope you're okay anyway. I always feel shy after that kind of thing. Even though freaking Scourge is making fun of me for being dehydrated. Rude. You don't know if it's still streaming anywhere, but I should check out The Terror. I feel like I've heard of that. Thank you for the headbands. I love that emote so much. I don't know if I've heard of The Terror. I feel like I have, but it's kind of a vague name, so I might be thinking of something else. Oh, that's what I was talking about. Alien Romulus was complete dog shit. It's genuinely one of the worst movies I've seen in theaters. I think it's actually the worst movie I've seen in theaters. It hurt me. It made me feel offended. Like, I was angry. I walked out of there disgusted. Actually, I didn't see it in theaters. I pirated it. And it still made me feel like I paid too much. Even though I watched it for free. Oh, God, it just makes me so angry, guys. Like, I can't put it into words. FNAF 2 pizza for that title? Impossible. You see, here's the difference, right? The FNAF movies were never art, okay? Let's be real. The first FNAF movie, I liked it. I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. It was entertainment. But those movies, they were never, like, cinema, you know? They were never, like, super, ultra, top 100 movies of all time. The first Alien movie is on, like, every list of top 10 best, or top 100 best movies of all time. The first Alien movie is, like, legitimately a masterpiece. And then you have Alien Romulus, which is, oh my god, I'm like, ugh, god, Alien Romulus, which is a movie so bad that I can't even, like, it just makes me so mad. It makes me so mad. Awful with all caps. Seriously, it's awful. Like, ugh, Alien Earth has its issues, but you love the set design. They keep it to the 1970s, which shares them. I don't think I've seen Alien Earth, actually. Actually. You heard Romulus slander? I had to join. I hate that movie, guys. Okay, I don't know if you've seen the movie, but I will describe it to you a scene. It's not very spoilers heavy, but I will tell you a scene, and I want you to tell me that it's not a dog shit movie. Okay, in this movie, I want you to keep in mind, this is a sequel to one of the best pieces of cinema ever created. In this movie, there's a scene where the protagonists are trying to sneak through a room of, like, enemies who haven't detected them. So they're trying to be very quiet, right? They're sneaking through. And then all of a sudden, one of them, like, makes a noise and alerts all the enemies. And then all of the enemies dramatically, like, turn at the same, they all, like, activate at the same time. And then, I kid you fucking not, I kid you not, one of the protagonists literally, like, turns and basically looks at the camera as the camera zooms in on his face and the music dramatically peaks and he goes, run. And then they all start fucking running. It makes me so mad, dude. I could literally punch someone. You guys want to get punched real quick? Because I kind of need to, like, take my anger out. It just makes me so angry that a movie as good as Alien could have a sequel as bad as that. Like, I literally saw that and I burst out laughing, but I was so disgusted at the same time. Like, pure revulsion, you know? Revulsion. That's how I would describe it. I was revolted. Okay? It's just so bad, and it makes me mad. Fox, holy shit. That's not the bar, guys. That's not the bar. God, you laughed your ass off in theaters, and your chair squeaked so during quiet moments there was just squeaking. Dude, it's horrible. I watched that movie pirated with my boyfriend, and we could not stop laughing. It was just so bad. It's awful. It was fucking terrible. Yeah. I guess if I have a day where I want to make myself angry, then I can watch that movie to like rage bait myself. But aside from that, it has zero value as a piece of media. I'm sorry. And when it came out, I think the reviews are worse now because people realize that it sucks. But when it came out, that shit had like a 9 out of 10 on every movie rating site. And it made me feel like I was going crazy. Because I was like, there's no way that these fucking sheeple actually think this movie's good. It's so bad. It's so cheesy. It's so corny. It's so poorly written. Ugh. Showed so much alien genitalia, everything looked lewd. I mean, that's every alien movie, to be fair. A lot of people would argue that the original Alien movie is like an allegory for assault. It's always been like a very sexually charged franchise. But yeah, it's crazy. 10k redeemed to make Andy watch it. You guys would have to pay me like $100 real to watch it. And even then, I'd have to think about it real hard. Hi, Fade. Good to see you. You heard something about getting punched? Yeah, we're squaring up. We're gonna hit you with the 1-2. The 1-2. I can't really punch the mic. I'm sorry. HR's Geiger art. Okay. Hang on. Okay. Baby hands? Who has baby hands? Are you talking about yourself? Because I know you're not talking about me. Here, let me get... Let me see if I can find a good trigger. Yeah, we can use these. Okay. Breaking out the ear cleaning sticks. Thoughts on the movie Cars, please. I was supposed to fist fight your friend today and he didn't show up. Okay, you wanna like explain all of that, please? All of it? Also, thoughts on the movie Cars. I don't think I saw that movie until I was pretty old. Not like old, but like older for a kid. So I didn't really grow up with it. Actually, I think I've only seen it like once a decade ago. So I don't really have thoughts. I barely remember how that movie goes. Honestly, I might have never seen it now that I think about it. So I don't have many thoughts on the movie Cars. I think Mater's a daddy, but aside from that, nah. The thing about these ear cleaning sticks is like, you know, they have the fluffy side and then they have the wooden pick side, and I'm always so tempted to like just dig into the ears really hard because I don't know, that's what it's for, you know. It's for digging in ears. But, you know. Oh no! I'm sorry. Thank you for the follow, Zoo R Jeller. I really appreciate it. You probably can't hear me because of ads, so I'll just like, there you go. I'll put an emote so you can still get my, so I can still say hi to you. Thank you though, I really appreciate it. You hear me? Let's go! Let's fucking go! Nice. It was good to see you. Thank you for the follow. How you doing? Brendo fisticuffs. Let me see. We talk shit to each other almost every day. He's from another state. So he was driving through my town today, but he knew I'd handle business. Oh my god. That's pretty funny. I do not do wet sounds. I'm sorry. I can't do it. I have like mic monitoring on, so I hear myself, and I don't, wet noises kind of squick me out, so I can't do like the ear lickies. It like, Because, okay, imagine hearing yourself make, like, wet noises. Wouldn't that be kind of uncomfortable? You know, that's what I would have to experience. I can give you, like, does this count as a wet noise? It's water. I mean, water's wet, right, guys? Don't answer that question. Do not answer that question. Dragon, please, no. We don't do that here. I've always wondered how people actually use these things, like water globes. All that water, yet no drinking. Please, shut up. Oh, latex gloves. Okay, I got you. 1 second. Let me get my. Hang on. I got. Okay, got a box of stuff here. Let me get the gloves. I dropped something. Oh no. Okay, for plants. Water globes? The little, like. Okay. Okay. Oh gosh. They're somewhere in here. Hang on. They're there. Okay. Come here. Okay. There's one. And there's two. Okay, I got the gloves. Don't worry. They're on the way. Okay, let me put that over there. Okay. Alright. Demon stuck fox, please. That clip is so terrible out of context. Yeah, last time I had the gloves on for a while and I had a very hard time getting them off. Okay. Got gloves. Yay. Yippee. Hello, Internet. Welcome to Game Theory. I don't know how their intro goes. It's been a long time. Isn't it like... Yeah, I have no idea. I'm sorry. Yeah, Barry got a lot of clips in last time, to say the least. I'm surprised none of you have mentioned why I had gloves on last time. It's rare nowadays. Interesting. Wholesome reasons, yeah. Please. The thing about, like, being a tomboy is, it's such an ambiguous thing sometimes. Like, it doesn't have a strict definition, so it can be kind of hard to tell or convey that someone is a tomboy over something like a stream, because it's not like you guys see how I dress or, like, you know, anything like that. I'm just here playing video games, so you just gotta take my word for it. I also think tomboys are beautiful, to be fair. Oh my my god, guys. Please don't get me started on tomboys. Oh god. Never mind. Welcome to Glove Theory. Today we're gonna discuss why men can remove her gloves. Okay. It's like a girl who's also a bro and hang around guys. State of mind. Now I have to get into it. Okay. Here's the thing. Your ex was a tomboy? There you go. Here's the thing. Okay. I'm bisexual, you know, men, women, yes. And tomboys are, oh god. If I made you like a list of all the characters I had a crush on growing up, you know, like kids cartoon characters or whatever, they're like all basically the same character, and that character is like an emo tomboy. Okay, more recent example. Vi from Arcane is like don't get me started. Don't you hate it when your girlfriend beats you in your favorite video game? I don't know about like favorite. I don't think I could kick my boyfriend's ass at his favorite video game, cause his favorite video game is like Elden Ring, and I've played like 5 hours of that game, so I could not kick his ass in that. But I did kick his ass in Mario Kart one time. Elden Ring mentioned. I like Elden Ring, you know, the bit I played of it was super good. I just have commitment issues when it comes to single player video games. I have commitment issues, okay? I struggle. I really struggle. Ooh, ear massage. Okay. Here's a question, Zoo, Mr. Jeller. Would you like ear massage with or without the gloves on? Because I can do either. You have anger issues, so you play Battlefield 6? Okay. You get bored? Oh yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Tomboys, but what about Thomas boys? Please. I can take off? Okay. That might be easier said than done. Okay. Hey, they're actually coming off this time. Wait. Oh my god, please. Please, dude. Please. Please. Oh my god. Dude. Why? Again! Please! Okay, it's off. Okay, we got one off. Dude, Daddy's stuck. Yeah. I'm sorry, kitten. Daddy got a little stuck. Okay, other one. Okay. Okay. Oh, wait. Okay. I kind of knocked you guys over. It's okay. You're okay. It's okay. You're fine. Oh my god. I ripped off the glove, and that sent my hand flying and knocking over the microphone. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to break your butt. I'm sorry. I can't kiss Sam's boo-boo. Sam is fine, okay? Sam is fine. You're on beer. ASMR feels so good. If a girl can crush you in board games, that's a strong green flag. I'm good at board games. I'm not gonna lie to you. But that's just because I'm, like, kind of competitive. Okay. Got the lotion on. Time for ear massage. On beer. I'm not on drugs. I'm on beer. never actually tried sake before, but I've heard good things. Yeah, Dragon, you doing okay? Y'all are getting the massage of a lifetime today, okay? Y'all are gonna walk out of this hearing in like Ultra HD. Oh, 'cause I knocked Chad over. If I get the opportunity to unfiltered cold sake. Interesting. Okay. Well, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not old enough to drink legally yet, so I can, for legal reasons, I'll save that for the future. Obama's still enjoying his residency, please. I am 19. You gotta be 21 here. Aren't you a little old to be underage drinking? I'm not Gen Alpha. I'm a Zoomer, 100%. Okay, I'm like the most Zoomer of all Zoomers. I'm overqualified. That's one way to put it. Daddy hates the forbidden numbers. What does that mean? Like 6, 7? Come to Germany, you can drink at 14. Listen, you can drink at 14 here. Why did I just turn southern? Oh my god. Please act like you never heard that. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I did that. I don't know what's wrong with me. Okay, erase, ignore. Okay. You can drink here at 14 in a lot of states, but you need like parent permission, and it has to be on like parent property. I am massaging. I'm massaging. Okay, I'm literally massaging so hard. I'm the master massager. Okay, don't even test me. You think you're a millennial? Damn. Millennials are kind of getting up there in age now, aren't they? Like, aren't they 30 something at this point? No, I don't. I'm sorry. No, it's just, I say it because sometimes I still hear old people like complain about, oh, you millennials, and they're talking about 20-year-olds, but it's like in their heads, 20-year-old equals millennial, even though now 20-year-olds are all Zoomers. You like using emotes a bunch, I can tell. Thank you for the follow, Rin's Mango. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Hi, good to see you. How you doing? Dragon, I'll give you uppies after the massage is done, okay? You're relaxing before bed? Well, I hope you have a good eep whenever you do go to eep. And yeah, of course, thank you for being here. Nothing has been the same after coming back from Japan. Scourge, you're gonna be just as old as they are one day, so you better watch your words. I need better lotion for, like, massage oil. Because this is, like, the store brand lotion, so it's very not good. Yeah, Scourge, you're gonna grow up one day. Feed police. We don't do that here. You're 20 and you feel ancient? I don't want to think about turning 20. It makes me feel old. Feed. That's your last Cobain comment allowed for this stream. Okay, you've reached the limit. You're in your late 20s and you already see a few gray hairs. That's not abnormal. You know, it's like partially genetics, partially stress and stuff. Honestly, I've always liked the, like, peppered gray hair kind of look. I don't know why. I just think it looks cool. The great thing is people just believe you know what you're doing at any given moment. Yeah, I guess that's a good part of getting older, isn't it? Someone take you up back and put you down. Listen, we're not gonna old yeller you, okay? You gotta grow up. I'm sorry. You gotta. You got on your goatee. Your dad started growing younger. Yeah. Young yeller. Shut the fuck up. No, I'm not too young for Toys R Us. I've gone to Toys R Us. I'm old enough to remember that. I'm not that young. There you go. Your ears have been thoroughly massaged, and they are now covered in lotion. You're welcome. You're gonna be so silky smooth after this. Hi, Creative Own. Good to see you. Good to see you. The edible metallic balls that go on cakes and stuff. Like the metallic sprinkles. Like those. Because I think I know what you're talking about. I miss Toys R Us. Me too. Me too. They had like a store at Times Square for a while. That was pretty sick. But I never went. Uppies now? Okay, I got you. You can go uppies. There you go. Oh, there's your uppies. Who can you say hi to? Do you want to say hi to my webcam? It's not on, because I actually use a phone for tracking. But here you go, uppies. Say hi to webcam. Say hi. Here, I'll tap on it. Say hi. Say hi to Mr. Webcam. You are so high right now. Okay. There you go. Okay, come back down. Yippee! Say hi to the International Space Station. Throw me into the sun. I did last time when I showed you guys the light. That probably counts. Tried erasers last stream. Yeah, I did try to eat an eraser last stream. It didn't work, but I tried because I was really hungry. You want to stay upbeat? I'm sorry. You gotta stay down so I can like see you guys. I'm sorry. Oh, well, ow, it's squishy. Can we be cleaned again? You want to be cleaned? What would you like to be cleaned with? Exactly, because, I have, like, ear picks and ear cleaning, like, metal tools. I have some other stuff. I have the ear cleaning, like, the fluffies, if you want those. With tweezers? I can clean you with tweezers. Okay. Spong. Okay, we'll do tweezers and spong. It could be tiring looking up at everyone. Okay, let me get my spong and let me get my tweezers. 1 second. Somewhere in here. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Oh, my fingers are so slippery, it's hard to grab the tweezers. Okay. Got tweezers and Mr. Spong. If you want to say hi to Mr. Spong. And just so you know, this does not count as showering. You guys still have to shower. The one with the square trousers? You mean, Bob Esponja? Bob Esponja? Is that who you're talking about? Is that who you're referring to? Bob Esponja? Because, I don't have him here right now. I think he's busy. I think he's working the night shift at the Krusty Krab. No shower command. Should I make a shower command for you? I do speak Spanish. I'm really shy to speak Spanish because I'm very rusty since, you know, I live in the US, so no real reason to speak it. So I'm very rusty. But yes, I do speak Spanish. Here, let me... Hold on. You got something in there. Let me just get that out. I live in the US, the Midwest US, so nobody really speaks Spanish aside from my family, so I don't speak it very often. Gray matter. You can't roll your R's? I don't know if I can just do it like on command without saying a word. Like, I want to mute and try. Like, how do you just go like that? Yeah, I guess. It's an acquired skill, I suppose. Practice me. Okay. Feels good to hear Spanish from time to time. Yeah. No, that's fair. I mean, I don't know, I guess, like... Es que me da mucha pena porque no tengo mucha práctica hablando en español. Así que siento que no hablo bien. So, cuando alguien viene aquí que habla español porque son de Argentina o de México, me da mucha pena porque siento que me van a llamar como jaja gringa, jaja like americana, you know, like it, I don't know, it just embarrasses me, that's all. So that's why I don't really speak Spanish on stream. I don't, but I appreciate you being nice about it. Fox says you can do the weird back of the throat predator. That, oh, you mean like the growl? That's sick. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. So, Dragon, is that like the only Spanish you know? I mean, I guess that's a good bit of knowledge to have, but cocodrilo, yeah. See? Technically, since you don't have an accent on the I, that actually means if, not yes. Actually, I guess accents are one thing that's like, it can be a little hard for people to learn, especially English speakers, because you don't have accents in English. Yeah, it is an insult. It's like a, you know, it's a curse. It's funny, I remember growing up, whenever people would find out I speak Spanish, like the first thing they'd ask me is, oh, how do you say fuck? How do you say ass? How do you say fucking dick cock? And it's like, dude, please. Dragon, I respect the attempt, but I think the accent is supposed to go the other way. Like the little line is supposed to go right. But you're really close. Used to be in a WoW guild, some Quebecy, and they taught us French Canadian curses and insults. Yeah, I mean, there you go. French people, I mean, people in general in some other countries can curse in very creative ways. Like, there's some countries where people curse by saying, like, I shit on your mom and stuff like that, or like, I shit on God, or like, I shit on the Virgin Mary. I've heard that in Spanish. It kind of goes crazy. It's kind of creative. Malo. True. Here? People do that there? Really? Such a cheat code growing up. You learn to cuss in a language your parents don't know. True. Or like, I have a sister, and growing up, you know, you'd like make your own fake words. So like, you know, you didn't want to get in trouble for calling each other bitches and stuff. So you'd make up fake words to insult each other in front of your parents so you wouldn't get in trouble. My sister and I definitely did that. In Argentina, you got into Korean insults, best at cursing each other. Yeah, I mean, no, I get that. Like, I think it depends. Like, in English, you know, when you cuss at someone, you're generally not saying something super long. Commonly, like, generally just say, like, fuck you or whatever. But I don't know, in Spanish, like, I've heard people say, like, fucking, I curse your entire family. Like, just casually, like, somebody would say, fuck you. It's kind of insane. English has broad lexical applications, true. Put bag or fucker at the end of any word to make it an insult. Sponge fucker. You goddamn sponge fucker. See, mamacita? Yeah. Are you a hey mama's lesbian now, Dragon? Parents grounded you for texting fuck in a game chat. And after that, use non-Google translatable language to cuss. That's funny. Shorten to the point, why waste time? I guess that's true. Like, you know, if you're just passing someone as you're driving and you want to say, like, hey, you're a terrible driver, you probably don't have time to whip out the 10-word curses. So, fuck you works pretty well in that situation. Creative when it comes to insults and nicknames. Oh god. Don't get me started on, like, Spanish nicknames. A lot of Spanish nicknames are like, they take your worst insecurity, and then that's what you're called. Like, if you're fat, they call you a word that just means like fat person. If you're like really skinny, they call you a word that means like a skinny person. You know, like they literally just call you fucking whatever. If you're pale, they call you a word that means like white. It's it's very straightforward, but you know, own that shit. I mean, you know. Yeah, I got called like flaquita and blanquita a lot too growing up. I definitely did. Oh, hang on, let me move my mouse. I was learning the much old Greek. Oh, here we go. And when a vowel would start a word, there was like an apostrophe over the word, but it faced closer to the lowercase r shape. It was rougher. Getting H first, and it'd be smooth. Just make the vowel sound goes the other direction. But like, I have no idea what that means. I don't like. I can kind of picture what you're saying, but I know like nothing about Greek. Hi Katana, good to see you, good to see you. Thank you, I hope your night is wonderful too. Well, it's night here, at least. It's like probably 9 or 10 or something. Yeah, it's like 10. But I hope your night or day is wonderful too. Thank you. If you're missing your left eyebrow, boy, you're in for it. Well, I mean, yeah, you probably would get a nickname based on that. A un amigo le dicen conejo negro porque ni un mal. Bruh, okay. That's messed up. That's messed up. That's funny. What is... Okay, Dragon, eres un mal conductor? Like, I don't know what you're trying to say, because conductor, to me that means like someone who like drives a train or something. You know, like someone who operates something. I don't know what you were trying to translate. It's night here as well. 10:19. Yo! That's what time it is here too. Nice. Same time zone. Well, I hope you're having a wonderful night then. And the train conductor stream. Choo choo. Choo choo. I'd be a great train conductor, okay? I would be. Because I got autism, so they hired me on the spot. Spanish, Spain, since Apple doesn't have Mexican Spanish. Oh, okay, I got what you're saying. Yeah. Damn, Apple sucks. Why don't they have Mexican Spanish? Tie us to the track and run us over. Yeah, we can roleplay that right now. Like apostrophe would sound like hoop, and if the curve was the other way, curve like an apostrophe curve, it would be oop. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, I see what you're saying. Another one we got is rubble when we play football, because it doesn't matter where you get away. Okay, that's actually kind of clever. I like that one. Your night is, you're in a small little town in the middle of Kansas. Oof. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry for your loss. I'm sorry that... Damn. I'm sorry you're in Kansas. I'm sorry you're in a small town in Kansas. I'm sorry you're in the middle of Kansas. Oh boy, it's like a triple whammy. I'm sorry. Man. Kansas ain't a great place to be. It's got like 2 nice towns, and the rest of it is Kansas. Hope you like corn. Kansas is not that big of a corn state. Kansas is more of like... Don't get me wrong, Kansas does have more plant agriculture, but it's not like a corn state. You're thinking of Nebraska. Kansas is more like... It has a lot of animal agriculture, for example. Like it's got a lot of cows. It's got a lot of that. Lots of cows. But corn is more for Nebraska. rest of the town's stolen by tornado. Anything with a big green stem you're calling corn. Officer, I swear, that's not weed. It's like, dude, it's corn. It's literally corn. Okay? God. All that 4-H. Exactly. I wouldn't know about 4-H though, because I grew up in the city. Indiana has so much corn, I believe it. I mean, what the fuck else is in Indiana? Horses? Corn and soybean is also not the Chicago part of Illinois. Yeah. I mean, corn's a big crop in the U.S. in general, especially in the Midwest. I do know feed. The site for corn and like corn pictures. I do know about that. Yeah. I remember looking at that website in like middle school. Yeah, I do know. Nebraska has the Omaha music scene. At least that's true. They have a nice zoo. They have. Yeah. He grew up in a city in Wisconsin, but moved to Kansas 8 years ago. Interesting. Okay. Here's my question for you, right? So, which weather do you prefer? Do you prefer the Kansas weather, or do you prefer the Wisconsin weather? Because I said this before, but I get cold super easily. Like, anything below 70 is very cold for me. So I think I'd die in Wisconsin or anywhere north. Apparently your state does soybeans. That's another really common one. Because soybean meal is one of the most common sources of protein for animals. You know, animals being raised for like slaughter. So that makes sense. Okay, Fox, don't ask someone what city they live in. Alerta de yapper aquí. Que alguien le diga a la policía de Indy. Yeah, that's... You're gonna report me for yapping? I really hate to tell you this, but hang on, let me check. Yeah. I literally have chatty in the tags, so you did this to yourself. I'm sorry. It was 8 years ago. Yeah, that's true. You Claire? Where's your location? Mother's maiden name, social security number. Can you tell me what your first pet was called? Hey, what elementary school did you go to? What was the model of your first car? These are all very innocent questions. How dare ASMR be polluted by whisper? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I won't whisper. I'm sorry. Talking only. What's my social? 1111111. Is that how many numbers are in a social security number? I have no idea. One credit card number and funny numbers on the back too. Guys! Oh my god, guys. Guys. Frogbert is in trouble. Frogbert's in danger. He's about to fall off a cliff. Frogbert's gonna fall. To save him, you guys have to give me your credit card number and the funny little 3 numbers on the back. Save Frogbert, guys, or he's gonna die. So silly. Oh, let me get my brushes, actually. Joke's on you. I don't know my social security number. Bro. You don't have it memorized? Get my brushes. Okay. Got my brushes. Fuck that frog. Hey. Time for bed. Okay, Feed. Thank you for stopping by. It's really nice to chat. I hope you have a good eat. Night night. You know, yours, your dad's, and your husband's. Damn, I could not memorize that many katana. I barely remember mine. I don't even... Okay, I'm gonna be real with you. my boyfriend and I talk, like, exclusively over Discord, pretty much. I don't know his phone number. Like, I have it in my phone, but I don't have it memorized. I have no idea what it is. Wait. Something, wait. I do remember it. Oh my god, I remember it. I actually do remember it. Holy shit. Yeah, the only phone numbers I know are, like, my partner and my parents. That's it. I don't even know my sister's phone number. I'm not good with that kind of stuff. Bye, feed. See ya. Oh, you know it? What is it now? Yeah, that's Google. I'm trying to guess. You know, I don't really, well, I don't wear, like, makeup, because for some reason, I just never learned to put on makeup, but my sister wears makeup very often, and whenever I go to visit, she always, like, asks if she can put makeup on me for some reason, and the few times I've let her actually put makeup on me, it felt really nice. Like, the brushes and stuff are super soft. I know, it feels like a face massage, kinda. So, I don't know. I wish I could, like, get a makeover, but without the makeup. You know, I just want someone to brush my face. Because it feels nice. Memorizing both their social security number. It's how I realized people in Nebraska, social security numbers start with the same 3 numbers. Interesting. Yeah, I guess, I think originally social security numbers, the first 3 numbers were based on a region, but at a certain point they stopped doing that. Show me this guy's balls. Okay. I'm not gonna give chat his phone number. Yeah, he's gonna go for a chat full of guys. Please. I'm sorry, guys. You guys are lovely, but I don't think you could steal my boyfriend away from me. I'm sorry. I don't think you could. You guys have literally met him. He's, like, the only moderator of this channel. Please, Maxie. No! Guys, don't steal my boyfriend. Stop. Your dad and husband are from Nebraska. Oh, okay. How did that happen? How did that happen? I think I've been to Nebraska, like, a few times, actually. Come here, pretty boy. Stop! Stop! Take him away. Stop. That's not nice. Guys don't even do well at school. Why are they doing tests out there? Show him your Obama. Guys. Our boyfriend? Guys, stop. He's my boyfriend. Stop. Maybe he can retrieve for it. Stop. Do not say that. Oh my god. That's horrible, Scourge. Oh my god. I don't think he's watching right now. I think he's taking a nap. I hope he's taking a nap right now. Because that is diabolical. Okay, that is foul. Poor guy. Let's go, nappers in chat. You always make jokes about how your husband and you were meant to meet because he's from Nebraska and your dad loves him as if he was his own son. Yeah, I mean, it's always nice when your parents really like your partner. It makes things a lot easier, you know? Hey baby, I want to retrieve my Obama. No, that is really sweet though. I'm glad your dad and your husband get along. They got that shared corn blood, you know. Thank you for the follow, Z Chris. Good to see you. Thank you. Hope you're doing well. Obama got a flared base. No, he does not. Obama does not have a flared base. Obama is not safe. Thank you for the stretch break. I actually really need it. Okay, time to stretch. Oh my god, my back popped. That felt good. Okay, wait. Hang on, let me see if I can pop my back a little bit more. Okay. Okay. Okay, that felt nice. Give me a second, because I'm out of breath. I always get really out of breath after I stretch. Okay. Let me put my brushes away, and I'll get out the caterpillar. PSA, don't go to a chiropractor. Don't get me started. Do not get me started. Don't get me started, please. Okay. Got the caterpillar. Got the caterpillar. Here we go. Okay. Here he is. Oh. Okay. Here he is. Here's the little guy. Caterpillar brushes. I can do caterpillar sniffies. He's smelling you. He's smelling you. What do they smell like? Can you tell me? He says you guys smell like Wonder Bread. Interesting. Smells like trouble. When do you get to take him on a date? This boyfriend of ours? He's not! He is not your boyfriend, okay? He's my boyfriend only. No, you don't get to take him on a date. Only I get to take him on dates. No, you guys don't get to take him on dates. Maybe I'll, like, make a Minecraft server, and we can all take him out on a date in Minecraft. Have you seen the chiropractor videos? I'm getting ready to pop someone's back, and the person just gets thrown through the wall. No, I haven't. No, I haven't. But I have seen people of, like, videos of like, people breaking doors in half, and they pretend like they're giving it chiropractic or whatever. It was pretty funny. Yeah, the thing is, I don't believe in chiropractic stuff. I think a lot of them are, like, kind of crazy, but if they're more focused on, like physical therapy type stuff and less spiritual stuff, I would maybe consider trying one once. But I would never let them near my neck, dude. Never, ever, 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 ever. Never near my neck. It's terrifying. These skeletons all wonky, pushing me on it, definitely. Yeah. Chiropractor uses an ice pick on your neck. What? What in the world is... Oh my goodness. Sorry, Katana. I'll focus on the caterpillar. We can give the caterpillar some chiropractic treatment. Okay, Mr. Caterpillar, I want you to take a deep breath for me. Okay? Take a deep breath in. Okay? 1, 2. There you go. Okay, there you go. Okay, another one. Another one. Take a deep breath. Okay, take a deep breath. 1, 2. There you go. A good massage therapist? Yeah, massages can do wonders. Yeah, if you have really good insurance, massages will actually be covered by, like, your medical insurance, but mostly not. Deep breath, shit's pants, thanks dog, so much better. I mean, if you got, like, IBS or something, it might be helpful. I'm just saying. Have I rubbed the caterpillar on Frogbird? Let me try. Okay, I feel like I'm a fucking, like a kid pushing two dolls together, making them kiss. Now kiss. Why Frogbird should eat him? Okay. Frog enjoying. I mean, you have scoliosis and go to chiropractor. There's a machine that helps ease pressure on your back to strap me in and pulls on your lower spine. Hey, as long as it works for you, and as long as, you know, you're doing it safely, then you gotta do what you gotta do, you know? It's kind of like acupuncture, I guess. Like, acupuncture is not something that everyone believes in, but it helps some people feel better, you know? So, if it works for you, it works for you. Whatever makes you hurt less, you know? Lobotomy time, Brendo. No, stop. No, it's not lobotomy time. Again. I already gave you guys a lobotomy last time. I think you're still recovering. Okay. That little foxy mode is so cute, Katana. Okay. Caterpillar time is finished. Say people bye to the caterpillar. He's giving you kisses. There you go. Okay. Let me... What was the other name? Wooden frog. Okay, I got you. I got you. Okay, let me get the little stick. Okay. You did have dry needling and electro needling done on your shoulder at the PT. It was interesting. Oh. Interesting. Triple hypothalamus bypass transplant. Okay. Is Frogbird hollow? Yes, he is. I can stick the stick in there. So yes, he's pretty much hollow, yeah. So that when I run the stick along his spine, he can make a nice sound. Did I ever think I'd be here rubbing a rod on a wood frog for strangers? I did not. I did not. I guess no, I never thought that I would be an anime girl on the internet rubbing a frog named Frogbird. But, you know, I like you guys, you know, I like being here. I like streaming. I like talking to y'all. So, you know, I'm glad that I'm here. Have I considered doing stand-up comedy? No, because I'm a woman, so out of the question. What in tarnation even? Good lord, okay. I'm not judging, but I'm judging. Frogbird has lots of interesting textures on him. On his feet, he's got some ridges. He's got 2 eyes that are kind of carved into his head. What about sit-down comedy? I mean, that's what I'm doing now, isn't it? What's Frogbert's wiki feet score? What is that? What is wiki feet? You guys want to see my feet? 2? It's a wiki feet. Okay, well yes, but what is like a wiki feet score? Frogbert also has back legs. Back here. Oh, Katana, I don't have a Discord server, but if you want to add me on Discord, I have that in my About Me. Man, I should really add more commands and stuff. They rate famous people's feed. It's a lot of streamers and stuff. Oh. Here, let me snooze this ad break. There you go. I love that little dinosaur dance emote. It's so cute. Frogbert has very smooth belly, actually. He's very smooth down there. Cradle, get that shit out of here. Everyone, can you please, like, start talking a lot so we can get the foot emote off screen, please? Thank you. Please, please say something, please. Anything. I don't care. You can spam if you want to. Just get it out of my sight. No, you cannot see his feet, guys. Just, the kitten's feet are for daddy only. Okay, you guys aren't allowed. It's daddy's feet. Thank you guys, I appreciate it. The foot is gone. I don't know why I like the little dinosaur so much. It's like, he's just a little guy. He's just dancing. He's so cute. Daddy feet only for you. Okay. Say people buy Frogbert, cause it's time for spoolies. Say people buy Frogbert. People buy. People buy. Okay. Let me put the stick back in his mouth. Okay. Okay, get over there. And grab my spoolies. Okay. Here we go. Vaya con Dios, Frogbert. Wait, it's 10:50? No, it's not. Okay, we're gonna have to wind down, because I always do this. This stream was only supposed to be 3 hours long, and it's been 3 hours and 15 minutes. Fuck. But I gotta do the redeem. I gotta get you your points worth. I'm not ready for it to be over. Don't be sad that it's over. Be glad that it happened. Do not start redeeming stuff. Oh, here, let me clear the redeem queue real quick. Let me just, yes. Okay. Please. Thank you, Katana. It was really nice meeting you too and chatting. Don't worry, I'll do spoolies for you still. And I guess heartbeat after that. You're the hard fade. You're throwing a tantrum right now. No, I don't want Daddy to leave. Kitten wants Daddy. That's what I imagine. I'm Daddy, by the way. I'm Daddy. Just to clarify. Sorry. I just thought about what I said, and I would like to apologize. Daddy boyfriend leaving. Thanks for clarifying. I'm gonna disrupt Walmart. Thank you for the follow. I love you. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Thank you, thank you. I'm gonna snooze the ads again so that I can finish this redeem. Our boyfriend. He's not your boyfriend. He's my boyfriend. Thank you. The one stream he isn't here to like defend himself. You guys have to claim him. SMH. Okay. Here, I'll do some heartbeat here for you. And creative own, since you're subbed, I'll do it for 10 minutes instead of 5. Okay. Let's do some heartbeat. Let me get my timer going. Again. Okay. Okay. Let me move some stuff out of the way for you. And, alright. Come here. Come here. Sorry, gotta move my hair. Oh, sorry. I don't know why it's so fast right now. I'll try to calm down. Hang on. I'm really trying to calm down. The sound of our heart. You always hear it, boyfriend. Okay. Oh, okay. I wish I weren't so embarrassed of singing so that I could sing for you guys. Here, let me put you on the other side, like this. I don't know, actually I do know what I'd say. Fun fact, I sometimes have a redeem available, which is Lullaby. I think it's like, shut up. I think the redeem costs like 15,000. And that redeem, if someone redeems it at the end of stream, I'll sing a lullaby. So that's what I would say. You guys aren't comfortable. That's a good noise. I mean, it's a noise that means I'm alive. Hi, Puka. Oh, you're back from D&D. Good to see you, good to see you. I hope D&D went well. We're doing good. I was gonna try to wrap up stream, and then we got a few more redeems, so we're doing those. Yeah, they converted to communism because they want to steal my boyfriend, unfortunately. Okay, I'm gonna snooze ads again, but after this, it won't let me snooze them for another hour, so in 5 minutes, the ads are coming, and I can't stop them anymore. They did not put it to a vote. I said something about my boyfriend, and all of a sudden they decided, no, our boyfriend. You know, if I look down, I can actually kind of see my chest moving with my heartbeat. It's definitely moving the mic. I don't think Gary's their general secretary. I think he's more of like a god to them. Okay, Katana, I hope you have a great night, and see ya. I hope you sleep well and stuff. Thank you for coming by. It was really great to chat. Say hi to your Nebraska husband for me. Yeah, Fox. Are you guys unionizing? Good night, good night. I wonder how slow I could make my heart go. It's 6 in the morning. Oh my goodness. It's only almost 11 here. Yeah. I guess it is getting a little bit late. Just a little bit. Okay. You're at 9K channel points. You will be special. I believe in you. I believe in you, Scourge. How many channel points do you have, like, exactly? 9,000 and what? Because if you're really close, then I will consider keeping stream going for a little bit longer so you can get it. Thank you for the 100 bits, Creative Own. That's probably the most relevant emote ever. I'm glad it sounds good though. Thank you. How do you see that? I think if you click on the channel points icon and you I think if you click on one of the redeems, just open one of the redeems, then you can see exactly how many. Yeah. Here, let me put you on the other side. Oh, you're really close, huh? Hang on, how many? Give me a second. Here, let me see. I think it's times 0.185. I think that's it. Oh, okay. So I think it would take you around an hour to get 500 more points. Well, you're subbed actually, so a bit less than that. You are really close though. You delayed, so Scourge get it the special tonight. And yeah, Puka, I do have I added 2 redeems since the last stream. I added ear blowing, you know, like blowing, and I also added words of degradation, because last stream when I was doing words of affirmation, everybody was like, oh, you should add words of degradation. So there you go. And you guys have it now. You can be degraded if you want to. Oh my god, Brendo. Okay, Brendo. Once this redeem is over, I'll give you your words of degradation. God help us all. God help us all. You prefer granddaddy? Okay. Okay, Scratch. Don't make me laugh, it makes my heart go faster. I should take this time to get some of the lint off these ears. What about people? I think you mean dummy mummy. Dummy mummy. Is that how you would say it? I don't know. Not that you're a dummy. I just mean, like, you know, rhymes with mummy. Okay. It has been 10 minutes of heartbeat. So, alright. You guys know what time it is. Wait. Brendo. Brendo's not subbed. Oh no! No! We need Brendo to come back so that I can degrade. Brendo! Brendo! Brendo, come back! No! I couldn't snooze the ads anymore. It wouldn't let me. Okay. You're here? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay. In that case. Brendo. Brendo. You absolute sponge fucker. You absolute piece of caterpillar tail. I don't know. Brendo, listen. I'm not saying that I'm judging you for wanting to be degraded by an anime girl online, but I'm judging you for wanting to be degraded by an anime girl online. Okay, that is... What do you think your parents would think, Brendo, of you watching a PNG on a screen tell you that you're a dirty pervert? What do you think? Huh? What would they think about that? Do you think they'd be proud of you? Because I don't think so, Brendo. I don't think your parents would be very happy, okay? And, you know, I say that. I know that, you know, they'd be glad you're straight. Yeah, I guess I assumed a lot. I guess you probably don't talk to your parents. I mean, you don't have a dad. That's almost certain based on how you act. You don't have a dad, let's be real. But your mom, I mean, I'm sure your mom would be quite disappointed. Listen, Brendo. I know earlier I said it's okay and things will be okay. That's not true, Brendo. Things are not okay. Things are not okay for you, and they will not be okay. Things will never be okay, okay? I know that you're trying, and that's great and all. You know, you're trying, but you know, Brendo, sometimes in life there are winners and there are losers, okay? And let's just say you're not getting any trophies, alright? Listen, Brendo, listen. I really hate to say it, but you know how, like, sometimes you eat like a really nice sandwich or something, and then all of a sudden you take a bite and you're like, ew, what the fuck is that? You know? And like you open the sandwich and there's like an ingredient in there that ruins the whole thing. Well, Brendo, I really hate to tell you this. Listen, Brendo. Alright. You already know that I'm judging you. That much is obvious. But I want you to know that everyone else here is also judging you. Okay? We're all judging you together. We're all judging you for spending your channel point. I'm not as good as your exes this. Listen. That's because your exes had access to some information that I don't. Let's say that much. Okay, Brendo, listen. Listen. Schmexy hag maxing. What the fuck is... Don't you dare say hag in my chat. Get the fuck out. Listen, Brendo. Hey, wait a minute. Brendo, speaking of your exes... Hang on. Aren't you the one, Brendo, that recorded a certain something for one of your exes? Am I remembering that correctly? Aren't you the one? Should I tell everyone here about it? About what you did? Yeah? Yeah? Should I tell them about it? Well, in case you guys didn't know, Brendo admitted to, for one of their exes, they recorded a video, of them pissing. Now, I know that it's hard to comprehend because the rest of us are civilized. You know, we're not animals. I think only a dog would do that on camera. Only a dog could lack the shame. But, you know, we can try to be understanding of Brendo. You know, these things happen. These things happen. But still, I mean, man, the fact that you could stoop so low really says a lot. I'm just saying, you know. I don't think I could do that even if I tried. But, Brendo, you're on another level, aren't you? You're really, yeah, same. Oh my goodness, great. You guys, stop talking about making content. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. All of you guys are gonna get degraded if you don't stop. Stop. You're all disgusting. Stop. Fucking hell. Anyways, Brendo, to cap it off, it's not okay. Things are not okay. I want you to not relax. I want you to panic. Alright? I want you to feel terrified of God's wrath. I want you to feel terrified of God's judgment. Okay? Because he's watching. He doesn't forget. He doesn't forget these things. So, I want you to be scared of the retribution that is coming. Okay, Brendo? So, don't relax. It's not okay. Disgusting. Your boyfriend might feel left. Stop. Good lord. Okay. I believe that is the final redeem, and you guys know what that means. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time to find somebody to raid. Yay! Yippee! You guys want to hear my yippee? Let me back up so it's not too loud. Yippee! There's my yippee. Scoot up. Okay. This economy, gotta get where you can. Okay. Where's my phone? Okay. Just a little more time. Scourge, how many points do you have? Exactly. How many points do you have? How close are you? God is dead and we have killed him. God is dead and Brendo killed him. God took one look at Brendo's camera roll and said goodbye. Earthquake? Ooh. Oh, earthquake. Ooh, oh my gosh. Scourge. It's been like 15 minutes and you're only 100 points closer. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I gotta go, bitch. I gotta go to bed. I can't be staying up super late. I'd have to keep streaming for like an hour for you to get it. Your locked folder is a little fucked. Understatement of the century. Scourge, I wish I could like give you my points, but I don't know how to do that. I'm sorry. Please, Dad, can I have some more? Yeah, maybe if you call me Daddy, I'll consider. That's a joke. I would never. Especially because you stole my boyfriend. That's not nice. Ask boyfriend for the porns. Fuck. I think I just said like porns because you guys have been talking about disgusting things. And you got it in my head. Yes, next stream. Next stream for sure. I believe in you. You're so close. And I'll definitely let you guys know when my next stream is. I'll be back in town by the 11th of January, which is in like 2 weeks-ish. So I'll be back then, and I'll post my schedule, as always, on Twitter and Reddit, and I also update my Twitch schedule. So when I'm back, you guys will know. You'll be informed. Let me find someone for us to raid. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, Fox, definitely for sure. I'll let you know if I listen to the audiobooks. If I don't listen to them now, I definitely will at some point. If you're deemed 10k channel points, you just give a VIP as a reward. No! No, Brendo. Scourge has to earn it. Think about how much better it'll feel knowing that they earned it themselves. Okay? Exactly. The journey is part of the experience. The re-sniffers for stretch. Okay. Ooh, let's see if this person is live. Okay. Okay. I found someone. Alright. So, I found somebody to raid. It's not an ASMR stream, but they are very chill. They're playing some Fallout right now. So, yeah, that's true, Puka. Okay. I really appreciate all you guys coming. Scourge. I really appreciate all you guys coming and stopping by and lurking or chatting. I don't know. I say this a lot, but I always really like talking to you guys. It really, I don't know. It means the world to me that you guys are here. That's all. I don't know. You guys are the reason why streaming is fun. So, thank you. I'll update my schedule when I know exactly when I'll be streaming next. I have some fun games in mind for us to do. Some horror games especially. So, look forward to that. And I also have a couple clips I'll be posting soon, TM. So if you want, you can look at my YouTube channel for that. Okay, let me get the raid set up. I hope you guys all have a lovely night or very early morning, depending on where you are. Let me see. Okay, raid. How do you spell this? Sorry. Okay. Here, I'll give you one last uppies. Here you go. Uppies. You're so tall. There you go, uppies. Wow. You're like 3 feet tall now. Congrats. It's the tallest you've ever been. Okay. Here you go. Okay. Yeah. Say hi to the raid person if you want to. I hope you all have a lovely night. Thank you again for coming. Scourge. Next time. Okay. Have a good night. Thank you again. Okay, bye. God damn it, Brendo. Fucking. God damn it. Bye. Bye. I'll see you guys later. Bye. Yeah, they're still alive. Because last time we tried to raid this person, they ended stream right as we did. Okay, bye.